Why does it look like Donnie's about to just like look at you, dude? Like you're just like all over the place.
Oh, that's because I was getting out of the truck and trying to get in the trailer before it came on.
Welcome everybody to the DHC Sports Show. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad Hat, and with me I got three of my good friends, Mr. Producer, Influencer, and the Mayor tonight. Mr. Prospector will be here in a little bit. He has to take care of himself, but he will be here nonetheless. So don't you worry, guys. He will be here.
So he doesn't just show up now on Mondays for soccer talk and let the real football guys talk about football.
That's pretty much what it is.
Although I kind of feel like right now I want to do the patented Patrick takes a nap during the show. I just want to fall asleep right now.
What's up, Polly? What's up, Jolly? Guys, we're also live on Twitch. Make sure you guys hit the follow button wherever you are watching this show tonight.
Polly and Jolly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Listen, we had a good conversation yesterday regarding movies, actors, sports movies, the whole nine. All right. This show is brought to you by All Four Baseball Company, guys. Like I've always been talking about, he does some great work. So make sure you guys go out there on all4baseball.co. What up, a big as bird? Oh, look at that. Tonight is all MVP Rogers talk. We will not. That's disrespectful.
You misspelled Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
MVP
Daniel
talk.
Jones, the MVP of the league as of today. But again, like I said, this show is brought to you by All Four Baseball Company. If you use code DADHAT, you will get 15% off of your full purchase when you get yourself a hat, a hoodie, a t-shirt. Get everything, 15% off. And then also, as part of your sticker club, DHC. That way you'll get it for $3 instead of $6 if you use code DHC. Make sure you guys go and support some good local fun stuff. I mean, they got some Sandlot stuff, and they will more likely, sooner than later, will have Broken Bat Baseball Club. If you guys ever heard, that's my baseball club here, my Sandlot Baseball Club here in Raleigh, North Carolina. All right, now we got the business out of the way. You'll get it for full $99.
Yeah, you'll have to pay
Extra.
plus like double essentially.
Yeah, it's pretty much double. Like I wouldn't mess with that.
That's the interest rate right there that will get you right there. So, all right, gentlemen, let's go around the room and let's make sure that we look at the hats that we are wearing tonight. And we will start with you, Mr. Producer.
All right, tonight's hat is from my last major road trip. This is the Great Lakes Loons. Really one of the more surprising ballparks I went to this year. It's their home hat, and of course tonight I am just sticking with water again.
Dig it. Let's go right below you.
So for myself, influencer here, got the Green Bay Packers hat, Go Pack Go. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. And
sure
from Donnie, Edmonds Oast, sour cherry pineapple. Got American sour ale brewed with cherry and pineapple. I'm a massive fan of pineapple, so thank you, Donnie.
I knew you would like that one.
How is that one? Good.
Yeah, I'm not a huge cherry fan when it comes to like candy and stuff. If it's cherry cheesecake, cherry pie, that type of stuff's fine, but cherry and grape flavored candy and that type of stuff, not a big fan. But I don't think the cherry stands out way too much
I got you.
on this. So far so good.
I like
and
it.
Edmonds Oast doesn't make a bad beer, in my opinion. At least I haven't found one yet.
Well, but you're not very picky. If you go in and look at his scores on the Untapped app, he gives everything like a 4.9 out of 5.
No,
You gotta be a little bit more judgmental,
Bro,
man.
you gotta get mine. I'm all like 2s, 2.5s, 3s. I've only got, I think, 2 that are 5s out of all mine. His are pretty much all 5s.
You gotta throw in like a 3.25 at some point, Donnie. You gotta sound somewhat subjective.
You gotta give it a C or you know what I mean? What up, Fooster Sports? Look at you, baby.
if it's bad,
on
I consider
Instagram.
it under a 4 because it's a beer.
Let's get out of here. What are you wearing, my friend? What are you wearing?
So this is one I picked up today actually at Ross. I finished working here and I'm hanging around to do some night stuff. So I had about an hour to kill. So I ran by Ross and they happened to have this one. And I know Philadelphia has been getting a lot of crazy Karen stuff. So I picked this up today for $10 at Ross. It's a Phillies hat, but it says love on the front with the bell. It's got a nice, cool, I guess it's kind of a City Connect type hat. Got the Philadelphia Phillies tag over here. It's a snapback. I was like, for $10, show Philly some love. Our friend Paul Caputo.
You don't have to
Philly
show
ain't
love.
all bad.
You don't have to show
It's
love.
a city of brotherly love, and we're all brothers here tonight. So it's a brotherly
All
love.
right.
I'm not related to Virgil.
And I'm just drinking some.
I can see the resemblance
from Jimmy John's. I had a Jimmy John's sub for dinner.
We look just alike, don't we?
I mean, yeah.
It must be my summer tan.
I was looking at myself. I was like, man, when did I get a Green Bay hat? I don't remember getting that.
Oh my god!
I love that Virgil's got his office chair on the lowest setting.
Right.
I know. All you can see is like from here,
It's
like
like
and then the
neck up.
line.
I would say I was going to do a bit later, but no, that's not the case. I just haven't adjusted my camera yet.
All right,
Yeah.
and as far as me, guys, I'm wearing my Santurce hat that was a gift from my good friend, Mr. Mayor. Look at that patch on there, man. For Roberto Clemente. Look at that thing. And then, of course, a very small flag. As you guys are, we don't represent our flag at all. In Puerto Rico, we don't like to do that at all. So there it is. What do you guys think, guys? I like it. I like this one. The best part about this one, man.
Yeah, that kind of gold satin.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I got to get this red.
So there it is.
Virgil, what'd you do to celebrate 128-175's birthday yesterday?
Considering I didn't know about it until literally the show yesterday, because no one tells me anything.
I asked him. I said, "Why are you here tonight?" I figured you'd have made the trip to Wichita.
Yeah, that was the first time I heard about it. So, like, you guys, this embargo is still going on. I see.
We went Sunday night and Monday night to dinner.
Wow.
We celebrated a birthday 2 nights in a row.
I love
And
it.
I'm glad Virgil adjusted his camera because now he doesn't look like Altuve. He looks like a real man. It was like the three of us and like a seventh grader sitting there with our heads.
Guys, before we continue, we have to go over our league standings for our fantasy football draft, a fantasy football league.
Official league, you listening here? Are you tuning in?
Let's take a look here. Standings.
Where's my hack? Is it coming?
Yeah, it is coming. All right. So tied for first is a bunch of people. All right. It is
Yes.
Zach, Mr. Wise, Mr. Patrick Larson, Mr. Virgil Brooks. Look at you with the win.
Undefeated.
That's right. Yours truly, Mr. Eric Prophet and Mrs. Wise, Mrs. Majors are all winners.
Which Zach?
Beeson.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, Zach Beeson.
He had the highest score, so he's.
Yeah, Zach technically is at the top of the list.
Or
Yeah.
you guys from the top of the standings.
Yeah. Yeah, I do hear you from the top of the standings. Zach. I
Don't
just
worry,
made you,
Zach.
buddy.
I got you this week. I'll make it where you can hear better.
And then following on the list, we got Tom Trash, Zach Prophet, Justin Kish, Terry, Official League, Mr. Eric Lichtenberg, and the Dad Hat CFO in dead last. Awkward. She went against Mrs. Mayor. So, congratulations to those people today. And by the way, who am I playing this week? Does anybody know? Oh, that's right. That's right. Playing you, buddy. It'll be fun.
Got official league this week.
Yeah.
See if you can win a hat as well.
Well, I only have a 46% win percentage.
No, it
Right
doesn't
now.
matter.
It doesn't mean shit.
Dude, I showed you in my other league where I had Christian McCaffrey, who ended up playing, but they didn't know that he was going to play. A.J. Brown, Xavier Worthy, Isaiah Pacheco, Dak Prescott, like the absolute worst in my work league, absolute worst team possible.
Yeah, the wife had Dak Prescott starting, right? And then later on in the week picked up Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers got like 25 points on the bench, and Dak got less than 9. Well, look,
Yeah,
another.
I had Josh last night and or Sunday night, and Josh Allen in one league, in our league, and I needed him to go off in order to win that game. But in my other league, the guy I was playing with had him, so I didn't need him to go off for him. But luckily, I ended up winning both leagues. So,
Who's that guy?
Hey, how was your nap, Patrick?
It was delightful.
I just said I wish I could take the Patrick nap right now. I'm super tired.
Dude, I'm exhausted.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, I heard you making fun of. I heard you making fun of me. Don't worry. I heard
Who does that? Who makes fun of you?
Who
Yeah.
would do something like that?
I know. Like the influencer would definitely be the first one, and then Ed and Donnie. Oh, come on, all of you.
Yeah, we would. Oh, there's no saying. Yeah, we definitely would.
I've been working all day, and I'm going to be out here on the fort till 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So,
yeah, that's gross.
That's disgusting.
I'm literally sitting about a quarter mile behind the NSA building on Fort Gordon. So, and I'm actually working on one of the cables that goes to them tonight. So.
They're listening to us.
Hey, hopefully they are. What's up, guys?
No, don't do that. Yeah, I don't really give a shit. Listen away. All right, Mr. Producer, what do we got, my friend?
Well, since we talked about, like I said, we've got college football, we got NFL to talk about. Maybe we'll throw in some Major League Baseball. We'll see. There's some new minor league logos or debuts to talk about too. But before we do all of that, we have another set of standings we need to go over.
Yes, we do.
That is our picks for this week or for last week. So we have 32 games in our over-under, and the winner actually came down to the over-under tiebreaker. So congratulations to Mr. Influencer. You have won this week. Patrick finished second. I finished third somehow. Ed finished fourth, and Donnie, you came in last.
That figures.
Donnie, you came in dead last.
As Mrs. Influencer said, that's what you get for picking the Chiefs.
But
a lot of us picked the Chiefs, didn't we?
We all picked the Chiefs. So, I mean, technically we all finished in last, I guess.
Are you watching the Kansas City Royals game? Don't do that. That's 2 nights in a row. That's not a good night for you, man. Just don't do that. Just pay attention to us. Turn off the phone.
There's nothing else on.
That's true. There really isn't anything on.
Dude,
We're the only show in town.
I was going to say, aren't we on?
Over, but...
And Beeson's not wrong. Fort Gordon is full of nerds. This is the cyber base. So.
Must be interesting to see. I did not see how he introduced himself, to be honest with you, Mike. What about them Yankees, huh?
They're creeping in.
To finish Mike's point, he called me about this earlier today. I think he was hoping that Patrick had seen it because, he went to Wyoming, and Wyoming are Cowboys. But he used something that another team that are the Cowboys in his intro Sunday night. So
what did he say?
He said, Josh Allen, University of Wyoming, go Pokes.
Go Pokes.
McNeese State, Oklahoma State, Wyoming, they're all go Pokes. Yeah, I'm not a Chiefs fan, and you saw what my brother said. He agrees that great one game overseas, well, not really even overseas, but out of the country. Your boy's still not that good of a quarterback. We'll find out soon.
And thanks, Polly, for the updates on the Yankees game since I'm not watching it right now. So keep me updated.
There were a lot of interesting scores in the NFL this week. We'll go over that, but it was some interesting. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, I just want to say I'm so happy for Donnie that his Jaguars beat those Panthers. I mean, I know how overjoyed he was at that result. So, those Florida Fighting Donnies didn't let you down, Donnie. So I'm really happy for you, my man.
It's a very
Hey,
nice.
no matter what, I was a winner.
Man,
Win for Donnie.
They fought-
Win for Donnie.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment.
All right, Mr. Producer, talk to us.
So before we get into the NFL, though, usually when we have new identities come out, we focus on that first. So
Yes, sir.
during all the chaos in college football, during all the chaos in NFL, Worcester Woo Sox has found a way to sneak in 2.5 new identities. I say 2.5 because
Why
they're
is
bringing
that?
back the Pawtucket Hot Wieners, which started at Pawtucket Red Sox back in 2018-19. So they're reviving that. And now we have also coming out next year the Kelly Squares and the Art of the Woo.
Patrick, Art of the Woo. Did we not see this at the Globojis?
Very,
Chili
very
Peppers.
close.
Right?
Yeah. The Tri-State Chili Peppers, yes, it is very much in that same vein, right? I mean,
It
it's
really is.
uh,
Like, I mean, it's just
yeah.
like, and if it doesn't glow in the dark, forget it. What are we doing? But I will more likely get me one of the Hot Wieners hat for sure.
And and I love that they're bringing that back because when you see like the stitching that they do for that type of logo for those that like 5950s, like the stitching on that is very, very impressive.
Like especially right around here. I like it. I like it. What do you guys think?
I feel like with the recent amount of traffic logos that came out, this Kelly Squares one's actually not that bad. It's definitely better than the cone jesters.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not a cone. Because it's called the Kelly Squares, it's uber local. Because most people are gonna be like, I don't know what Kelly Square is, but for what it is, it's a good alternative to all the traffic cone orange logos. A good difference.
Yeah. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's not my favorite, but none of the traffic-y kind of things are that great anyway.
I was just thinking the same thing. All right. Apparently, I want to know what you guys think. First of all, put it in the chat if you guys like it. Which one is it that you guys like? Which ones you don't like? Which ones you don't care about? To be honest with you, and I gotta give you, Eric, those Kansas City Royals hats that they're wearing. Those are nice.
Yeah, I like their uniforms they're doing this year with those hats. Those helmets too are pretty sweet.
Yeah. Oh my God.
My wife does not like them, but she's crazy because those are really sweet. I would like to get a helmet.
Yes.
Full size. I know you got a few MILB full size helmets. That would be a sweet one to get.
You could probably get one this year, like at the end of the season.
Yeah.
You know, when they auction it and stuff. So you might be able to get one.
Eric, is that the one that they were using as their batting practice hat or like a spring training hat that they've turned into a regular rotation hat?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it was pretty much a version of it. Yeah.
Okay. I was asking because I wasn't sure. Bet you Chris Bubich looks sweet looking that wearing that hat and jersey.
Yeah, great. So much so that he's out for the season because of it.
All-star man. Miss him.
Well, since we're on MLB, we're gonna talk about that we're gonna talk about the standings a little bit about wild card. Just give an update on that. But also, if you're playing the Dodgers in the playoffs, there's finally a blueprint on how to beat them. Maybe not all the time, but most of the time. And that is to make sure they have a no-hitter through 8 2/3 innings. Once they have that, you got them where you want them. What did you guys think about not the fact that it happened twice almost, the Rockies did not beat them, but the Orioles won? When that first came out, because I don't think, I have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure that's the first time something like that's ever happened.
Yeah. Well, the worst part of that is that for the third out, like I thought Pagan could have made that play. Like, I mean, I feel like he kind of just played it off the wall, and he didn't give his all to try to go up on the wall to try to make the catch. I thought he kind of took it easy. And I really think he could have made that play personally. And look what that turned into. I mean, I'm not saying that's the only reason, but I think he had a shot at catching that and preserving the no-hitter for Yamamoto. But
I agree. That was definitely a factor to it that I was kind of surprised.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like a couple of plays I've seen Ronald Acuna Jr. make this year. It's just kind of like they kind of just let it drop and don't make the effort. And I'm like, you're better off trying to make the effort because you just, I don't know, you're asking for problems when you don't. Just my opinion.
Hey, Cleveland had a no-hitter last night, almost into the 8th inning.
Like they didn't get a hit?
No, they were no-hitting the Kansas City Royals.
Oh. But then that prolific offense of the Royals came through, so
it did not. It did not.
Did not. Okay.
Well, in the Yamamoto case, I mean, I saw something that showed the pitch sequence where he was pitching him away, and then he tried to come inside. He just didn't come inside enough.
Just to confuse him in the,
I mean, he kind of outsmarted himself by throwing that pitch where he did because, I mean, it was right on the corner. And, I mean, almost a groove pitch for him to turn on like he did. And, I mean, Holiday's a good hitter. He still hasn't really matured yet. But, I mean, if you give him a pitch like that, he's going to turn on it.
Yeah. By the way, Eric, Salvi is a massive man to still at that age and still be a catcher.
Yeah, well, with them getting rid of Freddie Fermin to
he's had to play more.
San Diego, he's had to do because they've been while Fermin was there, they had been doing the last 2 years Fermin more of an everyday catcher.
And then
still splitting some time, and then Salvi was either DH or first. But yeah, now with Fermin gone, Luke Mailey's a garbage catcher, so he had to basically take the reins back. So yeah, they were talking about it back in the World Series years where he was so big that he had to work on getting crouching down so low to be able to receive the pitches. Because if he's up taller, then he's going to have his target a little bit higher. So they worked with him. But yeah, he's just a massive dude overall.
He really is. He needs to have knee savers on, man.
Yeah. Because he's 35-ish?
Yeah, he is close to 40.
In his 30s, yeah.
Yeah, he's close to 40. And listen, once you get close to 40, your knees are not going to be the same anymore. And to be playing catcher like that almost every day.
You don't see guys wearing those pads behind their knees like they did back in the day either.
You know who the first player that I saw wearing those? Sandy Alomar. That was the first player I remember him wearing those.
Were you speaking from experience, getting to your 40s and being a catcher? Yeah. Okay.
On my knees. So yeah, Donnie, I just got to go back to a comment really quick. I just wanted to make sure that he didn't come inside enough. Like I mean, he needed to go a little bit deeper.
Absolutely.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I mean,
just wanted to make sure.
He just got the tip of the black.
Oh, got it. That's what it was. Not all right. Cool. Perfect.
What time is 7:24? Hopefully,
it's 8:30 over here, so we're good. Hopefully, my daughter's not listening. All right.
I like how you looked around after you said that.
I know, right? I should. Anyways, all right, Mr. Producer, what's next?
Also, it's very shameful that you would even bring something like that up and even catch something like that. Like, what are you doing?
This is a family show.
It's a family show.
Who you talking about bringing it up?
Did I say anything? I didn't say anything.
I didn't either.
No, I would
never.
No,
you actually did say something.
I wasn't the one that pointed it out.
Yeah, Ed.
You're the one who said it.
No,
said it the full thing. Anyways,
so let's talk about the standings right now because we haven't actually visited this in a while for MLB.
Okay.
So in the AL East, Toronto Blue Jays are currently in the lead, but the Yankees are only 2 games back. The last time we did this, they were kind of 5 games back, so they're catching up a little bit. Patrick, are you a little nervous about that?
I am. The especially with Bichette. Bo Bichette went on the 10-day IL, which
He
hurts
did.
because I mean he's been unbelievable with like runners in scoring position. So I don't know. You got to. I've said all along, you got to earn it through 162 games to win the division. So
How confident are you
in the Blue
that
Jays winning the
they'll
division,
stay in first place?
I'm going to go about 60%. So not like overly confident, but I'm going to go about 60%. I think they have the ability to do it because they play with all the guys give everything through through 9 innings. So, and the Yankees have to have a really good, stretch in the run-in. And while they have an easier schedule to play, that doesn't always guarantee wins. So we'll see what happens.
You got
And
well. That's the thing,
whatever,
though. You're going to have some of those teams are going to want to play the spoiler, right? And so
right.
they have nothing to play
and the
for.
Blue Jays
so
have a
let's
tougher
go.
schedule. Yeah, the Blue Jays have a tougher schedule in the run-in, and they got one of the toughest of the contenders in the run-in. Yeah, and we have not matched up well against the Astros this year. It's that's been one of those teams we've had difficulty beating. So, yeah, I mean, you've got to earn it, and if you don't,
Yeah,
it's simple. You don't win, you don't deserve it. So,
I need Ramirez to hit me a triple tonight. Sorry,
Polly
Ramirez is a triple shy of a.
Scherzer's been okay, but he's not been carrying the Jays. He's not been carrying anything.
Ramirez is a triple shy of getting a cycle, so I'm waiting for a triple from him.
Oh, Eric's favorite player?
Double play.
Good. He sucks.
He was 3 for 3 before that. Double, single, home run. Yeah, he's really bad. Anyways, Mr. Producer.
So after the Yankees, Boston, Red Sox are 3 games back, and then Tampa Bay is 11, Baltimore Orioles is 16, so they're pretty much out of it. Although Tampa Bay has a 1.4% chance of making the playoffs and getting to the wild card. We're pretty sure that. Anyone want to bet on that?
No.
In the Central, Detroit Tigers are in the lead. Cleveland Guardians are 8.5 back. Kansas City Royals 9 back. Minnesota Twins 18, and Chicago White Sox are officially eliminated at 27 games back. In the West, Houston still holds the lead right now, and Seattle's just hanging around 2 games back. Texas Rangers are 3.5, and then Los Angeles are 11, and A's are 12.5. On the eastern side, the Phillies have the lead with the Mets 8 games back, and then Marlins really had a drop off, being 18 games back, closer with Atlanta at 19 and Nationals at 24.5. In the Central, America's team is first, followed by Chicago's Cubs at 7.5 back. Then a huge gap with Cincinnati at 16.5 back, St. Louis at 17, and Pittsburgh Pirates at 24.5. So they're pretty much out of the wild card race now, Cincinnati is. And in the West, the Dodgers are hanging on to a 1-game lead over the Padres, with the Giants at 7 back, Diamondbacks at 8.5, and then Colorado Rockies at 40 games back with 104 losses. Now, if we look at the wild card standings, Yankees and Red Sox have the top 2 positions, with Seattle having the third. But Texas Rangers are only game and a half back, so that was definitely one to keep eyes on. Cleveland's not that far behind at 2.5, Royals at 3, Tampa Bay at 4.5. Then there's a big gap between that with the Angels at 9, and then all the other ones are pretty much out of it. Then in the National League, Chicago Cubs and the Padres hold the first 2, with the Mets holding on to the last spot. Then the Giants are 3 games back, and the Reds are only 4 games back, so they're still kind of in it, but not. It's going to take a lot of work for that. Diamondbacks and Cardinals are at 4.5. Then you have a huge gap between the Marlins and the rest, with the Marlins starting at 10 games back.
I don't think much is gonna change when it comes to like the 3 teams in the American League. with New York, Boston, Seattle. I mean, the one thing that they might change, and I say it might, right, depending on how it goes, Seattle and Houston swapping places. But other than that, I think it's going to stay the same the way it's looking like right now with those three teams in the American League wild card.
Yeah, I'm not really sold on Houston winning the West right
Not
now.
yet. Yeah, me either.
I think that's still a 3-team race in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right. Don't discount the Rangers. You're right.
Yeah, they're the first bag, so they can definitely.
And I don't discount the Yankees to win the East either. I mean, when they've got as much home run power in their lineup as they do, I mean, they can't play defense for beans, but they can hit home runs. I mean, no guy in that lineup has like below 20 home runs or something like that. I mean, it's unreal with like the power they've got in that lineup. So I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that, the Blue Jays had a golden chance to kind of push them out of the race, and they didn't do it. The Yankees took advantage. So credit to them.
What do you think, Donnie?
I agree with Patrick. I wouldn't count the Yankees out, but I'm also not convinced that we got what it takes right now. I mean, yeah, we're trying to outscore everybody, but that's just always been the mantra. It's a matter of whether Aaron Boone's going to screw it up again or not. To me, if he stays out of the way, we might could do something. But
he's not.
He tends to mess a lot of games up by overthinking everything. Oh my gosh, 2-2 now, Polly.
Awkward.
See?
Which game is that? Is that
that's the Yankees game?
Yeah, Aaron Boone's probably done made a move that he didn't need to make, or something. I don't know. I'm not watching it, so it could just be something simple.
Yeah, yep, 2-2.
But I do think, just in general, I think it's between, like you said, I think Houston and Seattle could flip flop, and I think Toronto and the Yankees could potentially flip flop as well. I mean, it is what it is. Our schedule's easier than their schedule, so that could help us or not, but we'll see.
You're not wrong. Eric, what'd you think?
I don't trust Texas or Seattle, and so I think Houston, even though they're not playing the best, I think they're going to stay and win that division. I think Seattle probably would finish over Texas, but either one of them, they just seem like anytime they can get on any type of a roll, they just figure a way to lose. So to me, in that one, I know you guys mentioned you thought that Houston may not win the division, but I think they still will probably win it, even though it's not going to look like it's going to be easy at all. But
it's going to go to 162, which I love it.
Anytime I see Seattle and Texas, they do something, then they just kind of fall apart.
I mean, I can't disagree with you there, I'll be honest. So,
Eric, what do you think happens in the East? Sorry.
I just want to hope for the best for your team. I want to see you so happy, and just want the very best for you.
Oh man, I can see it coming out of right now.
Man, you're so kind. I mean, I can't even. I'm speechless. Wow.
Yeah, Donnie's so excited we can't even hear him.
I was gonna say that pineapple sour is hitting hard there.
Oh Lord have mercy.
I'm not used to him being nice to me, so I'm gonna take the solitary 5 seconds and just cherish it. So
there you go. You're welcome.
Thank you,
Mr. Producer. What are you thinking on the wild card?
Wild card. I think there's not going to be any changes. I think that's pretty much going to be your group. I can't see. I mean, with the exception of if Seattle does win the West and Houston goes down, I'm kind of with Eric about the Rangers. I'm not really sure on them. Cleveland and Kansas City have both been close, but
they're not going to.
They get close and then something just kind of happens and falls apart. So
yeah, they get in the way of themselves. It's been Cleveland and Kansas City this year. That's their MO.
Yeah. As for the National League, I can't see the Giants overtaking the Mets.
No.
It'd be hilarious if they did, but I just can't see it.
I think Cincinnati had a good run this year, but I don't think they have enough.
No, I would say this was a I would say this is an improvement for them compared to last year, but still.
I don't understand Cincinnati. I feel like they have a lot of good pieces, but they can't seem to break over, get past that, 500 or so. So yeah, I still feel like maybe they're young. Maybe it's their pitching, because I feel like they have a decent enough offense. So I
It
don't know.
doesn't seem like they've got enough pitching.
That very well could be. You would think they would have addressed it, because figured within the last year or two that they could have done something where. What was that, Patrick?
No, I interrupted you. You go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, I would think that they would have done something to do a little more of addressing the pitching staff. If that's kind of what's holding them back, I'd have to, because their run differential's, 29, it looks like, 650, which if you look at it, that's better than the Padres run scored, the Giants. So there's a few of them ahead of them that they have a better run scored, but looks like they have one of the higher of the ones in front of them runs against. So yeah, it's got to be something with the defense or pitching. So you'd figure they would address that and pick up a couple arms. I mean, they did get Brady Singer in the offseason, but for Kansas City, he was a career 500 pitcher, and that's about what he's been with the Reds. Is, he can win you 10 games, but he's also going to lose you 10 games. So I don't know if that was the best pickup. So they need to, I think, address more, because I feel like they're a team that has potential that could get a decent run. I don't know that they'd be a World Series team, but could potentially get to the NLCS potentially, or at least the NLDS.
Well, yeah, the Mets could do some crazy damage again, like last year.
I mean, the Reds did pick up an arm at the deadline. Is it Zach Little or Zach Littell? I forget how he pronounces it. But
Littell, I think.
Is it Littell? Well, I know they got him from the Rays, and the thing is, Littell can be effective, but the problem is that he's given up the most home runs in the majors. I mean, he just,
yikes.
That's his problem, is that when he does give up runs, he gives up. I mean, he gave up 5 home runs to the Blue Jays in a single game. So
I'm with you, Polly, too. If we don't win the division, I like our odds in the wild card.
I said something, and I don't know what I said. So.
Wasn't you.
It wasn't you. I promise you. I guarantee you. Carry on. Move on. We'll tell you later.
And the Reds and the Reds also picked out like Miguel Andujar from the Athletics, and Key Brian Hayes from the Pirates. So they made some moves. It's just that
I like
the
Brian Hayes move. That was a good move on their part. Yeah. I like that move a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a great move, and it's great long term for them, because they've got him in a long term contract at a reasonable rate. But I think what Eric said, I'm not going to repeat it, but what Eric said was spot on. I think it's about the pitching, honestly.
Sorry, Eric. No. We're both going to the offseason early, so it's like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this: out of these 3 teams in the American League, right? New York, if it was to stay this way, Yankees, Red Sox, Mariners, right? If it's to stay that way, which one do you guys think would be the most dangerous team that you do not want to face in the playoffs?
I mean, it's always going to be the Yankees, just because of the offense. You may not be as scared of their pitching, but the offense is always going to be there. And I think if I had to choose between the Red Sox and the Mariners, I mean, the way they're playing right now, I would say the Mariners. Mm-hmm. Or sorry, the Red Sox. The Mariners have. Oh, did he just drop that? Nice, good job.
Yeah,
It would be. I don't know, because obviously they have some good pieces in Seattle offense, and there's just something about Seattle that's just too inconsistent. I feel like they have some good pieces at pitching and hitting, but for whatever reason, they're just not able to put it together. And I don't know if it's just because of the manager or what's kind of going on there. Yeah. But to me, I would say even though I feel like they have some bigger names, I feel like the Red Sox would be better in terms of the between the two, but I still think Yankees if we had to choose out of the three.
Yeah. I would leave it like that. Like I would be like Yankees are the most dangerous, then the Red Sox, then Mariners.
That would be my order.
As of right now, if you would be like, Ed, I get gun to your head, you got to pick. I'm like, keep it like that, just like that.
Well, and especially in like a short playoff series, because most pitchers don't want to pitch to Aaron Judge, right? So a lot of times he gets walked, and the worst thing you can do against that Yankees lineup is walk somebody.
Yeah, because then you got Giancarlo Stanton right after that.
Because you have to hope that your best hope is to give up solo home runs. That's the only way you stay in those games, because the Yankees are going to get their home runs, whether it's Stanton or Rice or literally name anyone in that lineup. But the problem is that if your pitcher doesn't have good command and you give up walks, then you set yourself up for like Judge or Rice or Bellinger or someone else to hit a 3-run shot, or Trent Grisham. I mean,
I was about to say Grisham's the one that's killing everybody right now.
Well, for a guy that was a throw-in in the Juan Soto trade, like the Padres forcing the Yankees to take that contract, it's like, man, has he had a year. So credit to him. He's had a great year. And good defense in outfield. Like pretty good defense in the outfield, especially for Yankee standards.
But he's one player that's really taking full advantage of the lineup right now, right? Like, I mean, he's like, all right, go ahead, let me do it. I'll do it.
Yep. He's been excellent.
All right, so National League, Cubs, Padres, Mets. We're gonna keep it that way, right? These are the three teams that are gonna make it. Out of those three teams, which one do you think would be the most dangerous and the one you do not want to face?
Padres.
Yeah.
Padres.
I'm with you there. I would put Padres, Mets, Cubs, but that's like even right there.
So yeah, I would say Cubs, Mets.
I would say Cubs.
They're like
Mets.
those two right there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And I'll tell you why. For me, it's the pitching for the Cubs versus the Mets that would give it over for me, because that Mets bullpen, the moves that they've made at the deadline have backfired. Like especially like Ryan Helsley that they gave up. I mean the Cardinals have laughed their way to the bank on that one with all those prospects they got for Ryan Helsley.
Yeah,
because and then Kodai Senga getting demoted to AAA. Yeah. Of course, they had to ask his permission. They had to ask his permission per his contract to demote him to AAA. But still,
yes, you're going to demote me to AAA, but you're going to bring me back into the playoffs.
Oh, 100%.
That's what they're going to do.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's the agreement. I'm sure that's the only way he would agree to take that demotion, is that with the agreement that you bring me back up.
I want to go back to a question here really quick. There's a couple of good questions that I wanted to touch on, which was really good. American League and National League MVPs. As of right now, who do you think those are going to be your National League and American League MVPs? I got my opinion already. I think I got two that I would say those are my two guys.
I feel like National League, Ohtani's already got it wrapped up.
Yeah, I think he's got such a huge lead right now. I don't know who could overtake him at this point.
Schwarber would be the only one, I would think.
Schwarber's the only one, yeah.
He should be in the conversation more than he's been. He's just not in the conversation because he's
not a pitcher.
He's not a pitcher,
well,
he's not much of a fielder.
You're right. I mean, listen, Ohtani's he's an alien. Let's be honest. Like, he's not out of this world. So will he have the LeBron effect, where he is so good that they're going to be like, we're going to give it to somebody else? Because that's what happened to him for years, right? He was so good that they were just like, we're going to give it to somebody else, and so that we can make it fair. So,
well, that happened a lot with Jordan too. I mean, Jordan won so many, they finally were like giving Karl Malone, Charles Barkley were getting it. And it's like, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh, really? All right. What about American League?
I feel like Judge is the front runner, but I don't think he should be. I'm not really sure who should be.
I feel like it should be Raleigh.
Yeah, Cal Raleigh.
See, that's
probably.
my pick, Kyle Raleigh.
See, I'm kind of torn on that because I feel like it's the matter of if Seattle.
Listen, I know he's not the front runner, but I'm going to give a very biased pick here, and I'm not saying he is the front runner because he's not. But George Springer's had a heck of a season at 35 years old. I mean, he's not the MVP, but I mean, I would pick Cal Raleigh just by virtue of the historic season he's had.
Yeah.
Well, and you got to think, would Seattle be where they're sitting right now if it weren't for him? If they didn't have him, would they even be in the conversation of the wild card right now?
No.
And that to me constitutes the most valuable player. The Yankees have so many other players that have contributed that Judge is not the most valuable player.
See, that's
the way I look
my
at it.
thought.
Yeah. I mean, it should be Cal Raleigh probably at this point. You're right.
Who is more valuable to their team?
Exactly.
You take Judge out, and listen, don't.
He's been out, and they've still done well.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would still be able to be a successful ball club. You take Cal Raleigh out; he's also your best catcher right there, right? I mean, he's the commander of the pitching staff. You take him out, I don't think Seattle would be where they at right now. What do you think, Eric?
See, I feel like they a lot of times don't choose who the true most valuable player to a team is, unfortunately. Because, if you're talking exactly like you're saying, where somebody that's, helped their team get to a spot where they're in playoff contention, for sure he would win. He's at, 53 home runs, I think. And he's one away from tying the record for switch hitters. He's already passed the catcher. Salvi had that at 49. So he's passed the most home runs by a catcher.
Correct.
But then I forgot who they said as a switch hitter who had, I think maybe 54 or somewhere along the lines there. But if you're talking strictly whoever it was that's the most valuable to their team, I'd have to say probably Raleigh.
The player that has 54 home runs as a switch hitter, it's some unknown guy by the name of Mickey Mantle.
I was going to say, I think it's probably Mickey Mantle because he was a great switch hitter.
Yeah. Who is that guy? I've never heard of him.
I don't know, just some player.
Is that that one? Is that one that's with Minnie?
What do you think of that comment there, Eric? The real MVP is Bobby Witt Jr.
I'm just burner.
Well, obviously, you could see
burner account.
We found his burner. We found his burner account.
See that where they haven't been very good since he's been out. I mean, he was back today, but where he'd been out the last 3 games because of carrying the team. He got back spasms from carrying the team most of the year.
I'm telling you, I started out with the burner, and now all of you are getting one.
I was just going to say, I think I got my own burner account yesterday, didn't I?
Oh, yes. No doubt. Yesterday, you had it for weeks now. Going all Kevin Durant on us and collecting burner accounts.
Oh, that's a good one right there. I appreciate that. There was another one. This is a very intriguing question from Polly. Do you think Carlos Baerga could be correct when saying that Eli de la Cruz could be the first player to have $1 billion contract?
Can you say those
Who
names
said that,
again?
Ed?
Carlos Baerga and Eli de la Cruz.
He's not getting it in Cincinnati, I can tell you that.
We're not saying where he's going to get it. At what team?
I don't see him. I don't know. I mean, he's a good player.
Skyline Chili's going to bankroll that thing. What are you talking about?
I don't see who's paying him $1 billion.
Yeah, found Ed's burner.
I was going to say, Ed, there's your burner again.
Jolly, I'm 100% with you, but the problem is he plays for Cleveland. He does not suck. You hate him because he plays for Cleveland, but he's a good player.
Big Christmas? What about Big Christmas?
You need to calm the hell down. We will not be blaspheming things like that again.
Ellie can make some good defensive plays, but doesn't he also make a lot of
stupid mistakes?
Yeah.
He makes a lot of errors.
He makes
So,
the hard
good
ones
plays
look
he can
very
make, he
easy,
does. Yeah.
and the
And do you
easy
think he's a
plays
long
just
term
stupid.
shortstop, though?
And
Do you
Virgil,
think
what's
he's a
his home
long-term
run
shortstop,
total?
though?
De La Cruz. Let me take a look.
I think he had he has quite a few errors this year, I think.
He does.
He's only at 19.
See, and so I mean, you don't have to be a power hitter, but that would help, especially if you're going to pay them a lot of money. You would think somebody would have 35, 40 home runs, 30 stolen bases, clean, 990 fielding percentage, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I could see somebody getting more, but at this
I don't
point,
think
the
he's gonna
highest
get
paid
it.
contract isn't that Ohtani, and I mean nobody's
Mm-mm.
better than he is right
It's
now.
Soto.
I don't think anybody else would deserve it at this point.
The only thing he's
That's
got
good.
more than a lot of players is height. When it comes down to actual play, he's above average, but he's not great at any one thing. Plus, he plays in Cincinnati. If he
Okay,
was
so-
on a bigger team to start with,
You know where he's going to go? I want you to write this down. Write this down. He is going to go to, when Vegas moves to the new ballpark, Ellie will be in that team, on that team.
Yeah. So Donnie, are you saying that Ellie De La Cruz is to baseball what Eric Prophet is to a podcast hosting? Way above average?
absolutely.
Okay.
But didn't you say
Just wanted to make
Ellie
sure.
makes a lot of errors?
You what?
Didn't you say Ellie makes a lot of errors? So that would mean that I made a lot of errors.
Doesn't mean
bringing
you
on the
can't be
podcast?
doesn't mean you can't be way above average.
All right. Anyways,
Just
Virgil,
trying to
what's
give
next?
you, yeah, I know.
You just have way above average errors.
By the way, Emmanuel Clase,
Yeah.
I think he's about to get a lifetime ban, my man. That man is headed to a lifetime ban.
That's why you need to bring up Big Christmas.
He's been up
He
in
was literally there. He
he
played
was
today.
literally
I know,
playing
I said-
tonight. He was playing first base.
I know. I said I know. I love Big Christmas.
I'm surprised that you give my Cleveland baseball team some love, but you
He
absolutely.
just
I know
just
he
loves saying
does
Big
it.
Christmas. He just
Yeah,
loves
he
saying
just
Big
loves saying
Christmas.
Big
That's it.
Christmas.
I do
Because
very much so.
wait until we start talking about football, and he goes, "Well, you got 50 plus quarterbacks. You know that, right?"
Because he did go
When have I ever
Pope so
said
much,
that?
everybody thinks he's an Oklahoma State fan.
Go
Sorry.
Pokes.
Whoa, Vegas! I'm gonna need you to calm down with this whole
Bauer.
trade Class A for Bauer. Bauer can stay away.
Nobody's taking Class A right now either.
Yeah.
No one is taking Bauer or Class A.
Yeah. Virgil, how are you feeling about the Milwaukee Valiant Virgils?
Like I said, they're still first, but I'm not really feeling a deep playoff run for them.
He can't
You
be
don't
the same
really-
name for both his NFL and his MLB team.
He's
You got
got
to
a
make a
point.
new
Well,
team for both.
I mean, brand, brand consistency. Okay, across cities,
No.
Valiant
No,
Virgils
you
can go
No,
anywhere.
they're not even in the
you
same
can't cross
city.
platform like that.
I know they're not, but Valiant
Can't.
Virgils go anywhere. Wherever Virgil is, the Valiant ones go. So Valiant Virgils.
That's the only V word he knows, so that's the only word he can give with Virgil.
Yeah.
No, I've got plenty more. The virtuous Virgils.
Can we stop?
He's got plenty more, only he's dropped one.
Yeah.
Can you stop, please?
Listen, I have other ones that I can say, but this is a family show.
Anywho,
Patrick, did you see somebody started a Cleveland Punters jersey with all the names of the punters on the back?
I saw that the other day.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
And you know what else I was thinking about? I was thinking about all the running backs that they've had. I'm like, like
Wait,
Quinshon
no.
Judkins
You
came back
can't
and
talk about running backs because we had Chubb for a long time, but at the same
You
time,
what?
there's a
You
lot
had
of
a-
teams out there that are using running backs.
Chubb
by
was
committee
injured.
now.
Chubb was injured, so you had to get a lot more running backs. That's a horrible example.
He had a what for a long time?
Yep.
Killing Virgil.
Just remember, 4 hours or longer, you have to call a doctor about that. So I'm going to give you
I
guys
ain't calling
the option.
nobody. I'm using that.
I'm going to give you guys the option: college football or NFL.
I have one quick NFL note, but then I want to talk college.
What's your NFL note?
So it just came out that Christian Watson was just given a 1-year extension, $13.25 million. He came off an ACL tear late last year, so he hasn't been playing. They expect he might come back at some point this season, but they didn't want him to try to come back from an ACL on a contract year, so they gave him an extension. So good for us to see. Obviously, we got Matthew Golden this year in the draft and have Jaden Reed and Romeo Dobbs, a lot of guys wide receiver wise. So hopefully he comes back healthy and can help the team late in the season. But that was kind of good to see that they gave him a 1-year extension.
That's
cool.
cool, baby.
Yeah, first touchdown of the season, right down the middle. It's beautiful.
Yep. I thought about that, and I'm like, that would be when Prophet got him, in fantasy, when Tucker Kraft gets a touchdown game 1. I'm like, any other time it would have been Josh Jacobs last year getting 4 touchdowns, but of course he throws it to freaking Tucker Kraft.
By the way, also, the defender for Philadelphia, his suspension came through, 1-game suspension, and he also got fined. How much money was it? $54,000 that he got fined.
Game
for
check.
Yep, a game check for his on Prescott. Which, by the way,
Jalen Carter.
Talking about Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen Carter. Which, by the way, Prescott initiated that. So I don't want to hear from anybody. That was Prescott who initiated that bullshit. Oh, I was just spitting in that direction.
He baited him. He baited him big time.
Thanks, biggest. Haven't really noticed that since '99.
God, man, it's sad how much.
Great watching the Browns.
It's sad how much facts can hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. I love how an NFL head coach was one of those Browns quarterbacks. Doug Peterson.
So, we will stay with the NFL then. Then we'll get to college right afterwards. So
that is true. That is true, Jolly. He is a Raiders fan.
The consistent Ed defender, the Ed apologist.
The undefeated Raider.
And to Mike's comment, Dak should probably at least get fined.
He should
look back and look at the context of the whole situation.
They're not going to.
They're not going to, but they should have at least fined him something just to,
I agree.
To make it evident that he was complicit in that.
He'll get a receipt later.
Oh, yeah.
He'll get a receipt. So if the games of the week, games during the week and the Monday game with the fourth quarter rise of J.J. McCarthy, what's been your biggest takeaway from this week, good or bad? Is it that Daniel Jones is a probably MVP front runner and the Colts are going to win the Super Bowl?
You better slow the fuck down.
You told me to overreact.
Obviously.
That's right. I did talk about that. We usually do some overreaction.
Yeah, you wanted to overreact.
Didn't all of you pick them to finish last in the South anyway?
It's only one game. Calm the hell down.
No, I actually picked them to finish second to last.
Oh, well, thank you for your faith.
Could you imagine this guy with the
listen?
Imagine this guy with the Blue Jays and the Colts in the playoffs.
Jeez,
he's already unbearable as it is.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm already unbearable. Is that what you think of me?
Yeah, throw in LSU.
Yeah.
I was going to say, and LSU winning the SEC.
Oh,
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you have a decent showing by Oklahoma State on top of that,
well, we know that's not happening.
Go Pokes.
Can I give you 2 and 1, producer?
Go ahead.
And I mentioned this a little bit yesterday, but I think it's time for Tua and Russell Wilson to be benched.
I mean, you're not going to get any arguments from me about that.
You guys know I've been a defender of Russell Wilson, especially Russell Wilson. I've been a defender of his. I've been a defender of Tua because I would say, hey, listen, it's your decision. If you want to become a quarterback and you want to keep, the concussion, I think it's time for both of those two ball clubs to do what's right by the team and bench them.
So Jackson Dart would be getting a start for the Giants, and Zach Wilson would be the backup for Miami, which seems like an improvement.
Or would it be the national treasure Jameis Winston? No,
not according to the depth chart.
Yeah, I was just going to say the depth chart said that no.
Nope. Although Jameis Winston was in a good video with Eli Manning, so he's living life.
You know, I'm going to purposely not talk about the Steelers until I necessarily have to, right? I just want you guys to know that.
Yeah, well,
absolutely.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Mike.
It felt good to see Kansas City lose, though.
Well, I felt like they rode their luck last season. Like they were like, how many times did we say last season that the Chiefs should have lost a game, and then they inexplicably won the game, and then this year they couldn't do it against the Chargers. So I'm waiting for, if Zach Beeson's still here, I'm waiting for him to say bolt up. But
I'll be curious if that trend's going to be there again this year. Them either winning super close games, or maybe their luck's finally running out on that side.
It's hard for me to say what's surprising after the first week, because it's really the first week of real preseason.
Right.
So I don't know what's real yet. I mean, there's some guys that showed up that you're surprised kind of showed up, and some that didn't, that you're like, what happened to them? And it's like, they're just not ready yet.
So let me ask you this. Would it be safe to say that we really shouldn't have a really good idea until maybe week 2 in October, second week in October, to really have a good idea of which teams are going to be good or bad?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
100%.
I think between weeks 4 and 5, that's what's going to tell you who's who in the season between weeks 4 and 5.
With the exception of the Saints, I think that one was pretty clear.
Yeah.
I mean, just because to Mike's point about Joe Burrow, I mean, Cincinnati looked bad, but it's one game. It's the first game. And Cincinnati's never really looked good with Joe Burrow the first game of the season.
Cincinnati's always had a tough time with Cleveland first game. So it's
and it's a division game.
Yeah, exactly. It's a battle of Ohio, so it's one of those things.
Yeah, so I don't look at that and say, oh my gosh, I don't look at that and say I am absolutely shocked that Cincinnati played so bad. It's the beginning game against a division opponent, and they haven't really worked together a whole lot yet. So we'll see. If they played again in 4 or 5 weeks, it'd be a whole other story.
Let's go Tampa Mayfields, baby.
I mean, they were to get out of Atlanta with a win, so that was also a good game to watch.
Penix Jr. looked to that kid.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I told y'all when he was drafted.
Yeah.
Nobody
why
said
did he got drafted
about
in fantasy?
We would listen. The only argument that I had was you just gave this dude way too much money just to bench him and then bring it and then draft Penix Jr. That was my only argument. Nobody said, because what he did with Indiana and then in Washington, holy moly!
The money they paid Kirk Cousins was an insurance policy.
Too much money for an insurance policy, in my opinion.
Well, Arthur Blank can afford it. Another one, and I think it's probably for the same reasons that you talked about with the Bengals and Browns, but I was surprised, and it's probably more of a compliment to the Packers defense, but I thought the Lions looked very average against the Packers. So maybe that's because of how good the Packers were, but I don't even think the Packers were even at their best, and they won pretty comfortably. So Eric,
that's two new coordinators right there. So, I mean, you got two new coordinators adjusting everything differently, and the Packers are really good.
Yeah, they are.
But let's be also honest, Packers defense is good.
Very good.
That's a good defense.
Micah Parsons had a good first game.
And the fact that the Philadelphia offered more to the Cowboys.
They weren't.
They weren't going to.
They weren't, but I'm just saying, if you're telling me that you are going to do what's best for your team, and you wanted the draft picks, they were offering you 2 firsts? I'm just saying.
Well,
Jerry thinks he improved his team.
He did not, because they didn't look good at all. That defense
didn't the Packers give out 2 1s though?
Yeah, I think they did.
I thought it was 1, and then a couple of
2 1s.
second
I think
or
it's-
third
I think
round.
it's
Because I remember
2-1.
looking at it and I'm like, that's so unlike the Packers to do that. I mean, that is.
But to be fair, we
that
don't
would be-
do anything with our first round picks, anyways. Though
Exactly. They don't.
I'm not
they waste them on
criticizing it. I'm
players that they're not
actually-
skill position.
They just
Yeah.
used that
I'm not
one number one pick on Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's pretty
I'm
much
not
what it is.
criticizing it. I think I applaud that they did it because they needed to do it, and I applaud the front office for doing it.
They
I
wanted
think
to-
I think I said that when they gave away 2 1s, one of those ones they gave away was to draft Micah Parsons, and then the other one's one for somebody else later.
It's 2 first-round picks.
Okay, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like we got Matthew Golden. That's the first one we've actually done anything with in recent history. But Parsons was on a snap count, obviously, just coming over to Green Bay. You could see, I don't know if any of you watched the game, but you could see he was constantly talking to his defensive lineman next to him, like, what am I supposed to do? But I mean, they're like, dude, just rush the quarterback. That's what you're known for. And he finally got to Goff late in the game, but
that was a wild one.
They wanted to limit him, but he's like, no, give me more snaps. So that he played more than they anticipated he would. And as he continues to get healthier and learns the defense a little more, you'll see him out there more often.
His teammates were going at him like the water boy. It's like, go get the ball.
Pretty much, yeah. But I could see every time I was
Donnie,
watching,
shout
every
out
time
to
he
you
was down there.
Shout out to you for that. That was really nice of you.
What?
I said Donnie told Arthur Blank he would cover him. I mean, that was nice of him, you know. Donnie's bank account covering him with that insurance policy. Sorry, Eric, you go right ahead.
No, I was just gonna say when I was watching the game, it's just funny every time looking at Parsons, and then he would like look over to whoever the defensive lineman was next to him, like, all right, what are we doing here? But it's like, and they were double teaming him a lot too, so that frees up another guy. Edrin Cooper had a huge game, and it's funny, they interviewed Parsons and he said, yeah, I got Edrin Cooper. He's like, I couldn't get myself on my fantasy team, so I got Edrin Cooper, and he got me 36 points in my fantasy. He went off. So he goes, and if you guys don't believe me, he sent a screenshot showing that Cooper had. So by double teaming Parsons, that's freeing up some of our other linebackers and defensive linemen. So I think that's really going to help with the defense.
Yeah.
Making, pressuring the quarterbacks, and we don't have Jair Alexander anymore. So we hopefully will be able to do a little bit better on the, back or defensive backs and shutting down the wide receivers or anything. But we've really shut down the 2 running backs, Montgomery and Gibbs. They didn't do anything.
They didn't do anything. They could not get
on
going
Sunday.
at all.
Yeah.
Well, and really, you didn't hear a lot out of St. Brown and Williams either, though.
No, St. Brown a little bit. Jameson Williams had a catch or two, but yeah, not really.
Yeah.
On the other side of the quarter too, though, like if you look at the defense for the Dallas Cowboys, right? Like they were not a good defensive team during that game. I mean, they could not stop the run. They could not stop the pass. They couldn't do anything. And you're telling me that you got better because you needed to stop the run? You couldn't stop shit.
Well, it was kind of funny, like the first half of the game, that was true. And then the second half, after the delay, everything just came to a standstill for both teams.
For both teams, yeah. But
Did we
Jalen
talk-
Hurts actually he was running all over the place for them.
Yeah.
So they couldn't stop them. So it was interesting. Again, we're overreacting, right? Because, I mean, it's just only one game.
Well, there's one game we haven't talked about yet, and that was the Bills-Ravens game.
Oh, that made me so happy.
So I know that made you happy, but what did you guys think about that? Because, I mean, I know a lot of people were talking about Derrick Henry, if he was going to be slow or not. And just watching him just penetrating those defenses, the defenses, holy shit.
Yeah.
He looked like he just hasn't lost any in age.
No, he hasn't. I mean, the old man still got it, right? So.
But do you think what is your takeaway for? I know it's the first week of season, all that, but do you have any takeaways from that game? Do you think it's more the Bills are going to be resilient, or the fact that they even got into a hole like that in the first place is kind of a problem?
I think the Bills are going to be better. Like, I mean, I think that's the team to beat this year. And on the other hand, is like also Baltimore is like it's the same thing that we keep seeing over and over and over and over again, right? I mean, they're able to score, but they can't stop anybody.
I think
Right.
this. I mean, this game is. They're both going to be better, and if you see these two teams meet for the AFC Championship, it's going to be an even better game. It won't be as much scoring, but it'll be a better game. Although it could be as much scoring. I don't know. I think the defenses will get better as the year goes on.
I just really feel sorry for who the Ravens' opponent is for next week. Like, it's probably not going to look pretty.
The Ravens can fuck off. How's that?
Now, Ed, why would you say that? You're acting like they're celebrating something.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was a good segue. I appreciate that on that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I was going to say
Put
that,
him-
but you got it.
Put him
So-
on by himself.
So
Yeah.
listen, guys. First of all, Baltimore Ravens, fuck you, and your horse that you rode in every single day for the rest of your motherfucking lives. Okay. What you guys are doing on Sunday is truly disrespectful and petty, and I hope that you guys get your ass handed to you. I'm also hoping for a couple of injuries. Not gonna lie, I really am. Specifically, I don't know, your quarterback. I like Derrick Henry, so I don't want to waste out on that. But on your quarterback, I'm okay with that. They're celebrating their 30th year in Baltimore. Good for them. And then all of a sudden, they choose to celebrate that against the Cleveland Browns. If that's not disrespectful, I don't know what is. And if I'm a Browns player, if I'm the Browns organization right now, I would take this personally for the city of Cleveland, and I would just Myles Garrett needs to be living in the back, like on top of Lamar Jackson. I said that. Eric, right on top. Okay, right on top, just like that. Okay, I'm just saying, living in the back, baby, all day, every day. Okay, because that's disrespectful as shit. That's disrespectful as shit. That you're gonna do that against Cleveland Browns when you stole the team, even though the Colts did that to you, and you turn around and did that to another city, which is super disrespectful as shit. I'm not happy about that at all.
So, Jolly, just to let you know, when Ed gets really super mad, the rest of four of us hide in fear and just let him talk on his own, mostly because he's going to throw stuff at us.
I will.
Yeah. Remember,
But
this
the
is same man
statement,
that
he
had a
went to
hate
the
tournament.
bathroom now and everyone is gone, is hilarious.
Mm.
I was trying to get that comment up while he was still on solo layup.
because I kick everybody out. No, seriously though, honestly, that's bullshit though. That's bullshit.
Man.
Listen, I'm not against you celebrating the 30th anniversary. Go for it. Have at it. At this point, you're no longer the Cleveland Browns. But the fact that you're going to do that and you're going to do that against the team that you stole, I have a problem with that.
That's disrespectful to Kelly Holcomb, to Seneca Wallace, to Brandon Whedon, and all the illustrious.
I'm not going to take this today. I'm not going to do this.
Hello.
Did it not sound like whenever he came on at first by himself with his low voice that he's one of those 900 operators? He comes on, he's like, "Let me tell you about the Ravens."
So let me tell you about this team, the Baltimore Ravens, baby.
Hi, guys.
They're going to be living in the back all day, every day, okay? Don't you worry about that. If I'm the Ravens, I would be looking over your back from now until Sunday. You hear me? Baltimore,
Any given Sunday.
we're watching you, baby. You see me? I said that.
Virgil's like, "Can we make our Thursday pick yet?"
Virgil's thinking, I don't know who the loons are. The ones on my hat, or the or the other guys on this great show.
Oh my God! All right, I'm done.
You done? You sure?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now.
So, yes, by the way, we do have a pro and a college game to pick.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, soon. But any other comments for NFL you guys want to get out? Any other observations? I know Donnie
I'm
just
very
left. We can't
pleased.
talk about his Jaguars.
I was very, in the words of Paul Caputo, I was very pleased with the outcome of the Indianapolis Miami game this past
In
Sunday.
all seriousness, no, that was a good game. Good for them. Good on Daniel Jones to be like, he hasn't said a word, and he's just like, he showed up.
Yep. And the one thing I want to say is that it's the first time in NFL history that a team has scored in the first 7 possessions of their game. The first time
it'll be
in
the
NFL
first and
history.
last time, but it's okay.
Well, no one else has done it, so we'll take it.
Yeah, first and last. Seriously.
How funny would it be if Daniel Jones wasn't really the problem and it's just a New York Giants problem?
Well, they sure like it.
It would
They
be
sure
very New York Giants.
elected.
I mean,
I was going to say, it's very New York Giants.
Dable will be gone. Dable will be gone if they realize it was him.
Is it a Dable problem or is it a general manager problem?
It's a general manager and ownership problem.
Because
Joe Sheen
obviously
and
and
the Mara family.
Right. We all know that. Hot damn.
How in the hell we give up 11 runs, Polly?
A 9-run 7th.
Yeah, 7th. Yowza.
Cruz and Leiter, neither one of them recorded an out. 2 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 2 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk.
Thank you, Tigers.
I was just going to say, but you need to show up now. You need to win.
9 runs
against
7th.
Houston.
Huh.
Well, that's the problem. We're playing Houston.
They're both getting DFA at the end of the game.
Did you see them say that Purdy might be out? And if that's the case, it's going to be Mac Jones against Spencer Rattler.
Well, not only Purdy, but also Kittle is out a couple of weeks.
Out for these 4
Kittle's
weeks.
on injured reserve. Yeah.
So Kittle's commercial, the Little Caesars commercial, is weird.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, very. All of them have always been weird with him.
Darla's, we're watching the game, and also that came on. She's like, "What am I watching?"
One thing I did want to go back real quick just on the Bills. The one that I was thinking that they needed to have step up that I didn't feel like had a good year last year, Keon Coleman. He was like 10 for 112 and a touchdown. So I thought he had a big game. So hopefully for them, because I think I mentioned this one of the last times, with Brady, he didn't have huge name receivers. I mean, he did have Moss for a while, Welker and some of them, but for the most part, he didn't have like huge name receivers. And I feel like it's the same thing for the Bills. They've never had somebody that was like a huge superstar. So maybe with Keon Coleman, hopefully he'll have a big year for them.
I think when they tried to go to him for the 2-point conversion there at the end of the game, that was a mistake because he had been having a good game. They should have decoyed him because they had 2 guys trailing in the end zone that were wide open, but he was set to throw it to him. They got lucky and still won the game, but I think it was a mistake to try to go to him because he was hot.
He's also super funny if you've ever heard him talk before.
He's hilarious. He got me good points, though. I think he got me 25.
Do you have him?
Yeah, like I can't Coleman.
Wasn't he on your bench, though?
He was on my bench. I still won her, and don't worry about it.
He still got him the points. Didn't matter, but he got him.
You trying to disrespect me? Like I was like, I got a good team this year. Okay, calm the hell down.
I know you do. You and
Also,
Prophet both
by the
have
way,
great
Joe.
teams.
Okay, he got me 25 points on my bench, but then Joe Burrow was starting, and he got me 8 points. You can't make this stuff up. The week 1.
Well, shoot, I had Pittman on my bench, and he got 20 points. So
Aaron Rodgers in my wife's bench got 25 points, and then
what was that on your wife's what?
On her bench.
Oh, okay. And shout out to Virgil for winning his first ever fantasy football game.
Yeah, so it's really fun keeping track of everything going on, even though 2 of my players were completely bust. And there's one I don't know what I'm going to do with. Like I'm struggling with what I'm going to do with them.
Just leave him in your starting lineup.
Yeah, probably
This week, especially this week.
Depending on who they are, you just let them ride the bench for a week or so and see what happens.
What you about to say, Patrick?
Oh, I'm done.
All right, so now let's go over to college football now. So had a very eventful Saturday. Some of our teams won, some of our teams lost, and one person is questioning why he's watching football to begin with.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
what's your takeaway from college football last week? I would start with the biggest upset being South Florida over Florida. Because
is that one person you
maybe
or Ed or both?
No, because Kent State covered.
We covered. We knew we were going to lose.
Beat the spread.
That's just wanted them to cover. That's all I wanted.
67.
All I wanted them was to cover. That's all I wanted. I knew Kent State was going to get their asses handed to them.
You guys kicked a field goal at least, Virgil.
Oh, yeah. What they freaking do.
What they fucking do, okay? Who cares about that field goal?
Listen, what I love about the Cowboys is they didn't duck away from the competition, okay?
Patrick, I swear to God.
Oregon just scored again, by the way.
Hey, they had a nice total points they scored, though.
Yeah. That's I guess that was.
Should I
just go ahead? Okay, should I just go ahead and rip the band off and talk about the game?
Put him on by himself. Put him on by himself.
Yeah. Virgil, who's the University of Oregon's favorite wrestler?
Hey, Jolly,
Eugene.
we're all still here.
We're still here. Don't wait, Jolly.
So listen, I had no expectations for this game. None. I knew they were not going to win. Even them having covering the spread was kind of okay. I was joking, thinking they're going to do it. I was expecting a bloodbath, and that was worse. I don't even know what to say about it. What bothers me mostly is, do you guys know when I stopped watching the game? Like seriously, it was the first quarter when Gundy punted from the 41-yard line of Oregon.
Oh yeah.
At that part, I was done because that is pretty much Gundy during Bedlam. He gave up, and it's just I thought with the new coordinators, maybe the team was going to be a little bit better, but a Power 4 team losing 69 to freaking 3. Montana State scored more points than us. What the hell?
Awkward.
In a decent year, not one of your best years where you're Big 12 contenders, but a decent year, how many points do you think you would have scored? Like, would it could have been closer, you think?
I think in a decent year, it probably would have been, I could see it being a 21-17 half, and then have Oregon just go off in the second half. I can see that. 60, I can't even. 69 to 3 is just one of those things where it's like I was saying, it's like I'm not going to base the whole season off this game because yes, Oregon's fantastic. Oregon played lights out. They were doing a lot of different motion plays, trick plays, all that. But it's guys, I don't even know where the Big 12 wins are going to come from this year. Like our first game's Baylor. Baylor beat SMU that way. They're going to kill them.
Baylor is good. K-State
this year.
Yes, that I don't even know about that game. That may be 3-0 K-State.
Yeah, that's gonna be a terrible game. Speaking of them, they got beat by Army. Go Zach Beeson. Now there is Fort Riley right outside of Manhattan, so I guess that's kind of good for them. I bet they probably had a lot of military guys there. But yeah, that's yikes on K-State this year. So
but
you're
my biggest takeaway is
that they should fire the head coach.
I think this is it.
How long is that leash this year, you think? How many more games?
If they lose to Tulsa, it happens that week.
They got to give him the entire season, don't they?
No.
They gave him all last season, and look what they did.
Look what he's done for that university.
This game sped that up. This game will speed that up right away.
Yeah, but look what he did for the university.
The comparison that I would use is Gary Patterson at TCU. Because Gary Patterson was basically the same as Mike Gundy was at TCU. He did not finish the season.
I got you. Okay.
So the way there's two ways
in Oklahoma State now.
19 years.
19
I
years.
think
I was wondering if he had broken 20 years.
Seriously, it's been that long.
He's broken 20 years
Yeah.
because he replaced Les Miles, and I think Les Miles left in 2002 or 3.
Oh, he needs to go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Miles won with LSU in 03.
Yeah, so that would have been because he played. I know Miles left in 02 because he was one of the few OSU coaches that beat Oklahoma back-to-back years, and that was 2001, 2002. So
yeah, he was a man was like 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah,
and he had been there a little while.
Yeah, he needs to go. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was that long.
yeah, but I mean the way to kind of do this, because it's a touchy subject already, with him wanting to, especially with last year with the whole contract rearrangement, and basically Chad Weiberg, the AD, saying that this is pretty much the year to change it, and to have that happen with Oregon, like I said, if it was competitive, I probably wouldn't be having this conversation. Like if it was 41-20, whatever, okay, I'm okay with that. If it was even 69-35, sure, because it's Oregon, it's Oregon, but 3 points. That's
okay,
it.
let me ask this.
Okay.
Sorry, Patrick, you go.
No, I've talked enough. People want to hear from you.
I was just going to say, so Oregon, then let's flip it. Yes, it was Oklahoma State. Are they that good, or do we not know yet how good Oregon is this year?
That's the thing.
Who's their quarterback?
Dante Moore, the transfer from, I forgot where he came from. It wasn't UCLA. It was where did he come from?
Who did Oregon lose to in the playoff last year?
Ohio
State. That's right.
And see, like I honestly, I feel sorry for Oregon fans for this game because they were probably thinking, okay, they're playing a Power 4 team. Maybe we will learn something how this team is against, better competition. Nope, sorry, can't do that. You got more out of the Montana State game than the Oklahoma State game.
You were right about Dante Moore. He was previously at UCLA.
Oh, wow, okay. I thought that right. The reason why I didn't think UCLA because I know the Tennessee current quarterback came from UCLA too.
Well, he was at UCLA in 23, and then he went to Oregon
23, 24. Yeah. Okay. He was the backup to Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel.
Wait, is that Cleveland Brown standout Dylan Gabriel?
Anyways, listen, I think Oregon. I think Oregon is legit. Sorry.
Yeah,
they were kind of legit last year, and they got screwed by the playoff format.
They got screwed by the playoff format, but they also faced a really good Ohio State who got hot at the right time. That's the thing, too.
True.
Right? So, but they were a good team. Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for Oregon because they're always a bridesmaid. You know what I mean? Like, I just want them to win one just to see them win it.
So we're really probably not going to know how good Oregon is until week 5 where they go at Penn State because they've got at Northwestern next. Oh, yeah. And then they play Oregon State. And then after that, it's Penn State.
And so who's the pressure on in that game? Because I feel like James Franklin hasn't proven yet he's a big game coach.
It's Franklin. Until Franklin wins a big game like that, especially at home. But see, if he beats Oregon. But see, here's the problem with that. I'm sorry, Patrick. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Here's the problem with that. If he beats Oregon, then his criticism will just change. Well, he has an Ohio State problem.
Yeah, because his wins in the college football playoff have not been. Who did he beat? SMU. Like didn't Penn State beat SMU last year?
SMU and Boise State.
Yeah. So while they got a couple of wins, it's not. With all due respect to those programs, that no one's going to wax lyrically about how, about what a big game coach you are when you win those games. And
let's be honest, the two games that they've played so far has been Nevada and Florida International, and he's only scored 46 on that one, on the first one, and then 34 against FIU. So I mean, you're right. I mean, he needs to show up because he got Villanova. They better win big against Villanova.
Oregon, unless he's been playing a lot of his backups.
And I think Dan Lanning needs to prove. Yeah. And I think Dan Lanning needs to prove he can win big games too, but he's not been a head coach as long as James Franklin has been at a big program. So I think he's got some time to do that, but James Franklin's got to put up or,
here's
time's
the
going to wear thin.
Penn State's schedule is actually it's a very, very favorable schedule for Penn State.
100%.
They got the only really two hard teams that they have is Ohio State, Oregon. I'll put Indiana because they're ranked 22nd right now, but you got UCLA, Northwestern, Iowa, Ohio State, Indiana, Michigan State, Nebraska, and Rutgers. You better win the majority of those games and be considered one of the top teams.
Is that at Rutgers?
At Rutgers.
Ed, I know you like me. You like chaos. I hope this is one of those years where you have Oregon win the Big Ten and Texas win the SEC and just absolutely piss off
Everybody.
conferences, blue bloods.
Oh, I would so love to see that. It'll be so great. One of the two newest members of those conferences be like, "Yep, we got this, homie. Don't worry about it. Stay back." But it could happen though, right? Like, I mean, it's going to be between Oregon and Ohio State. It's going to be between those two teams, and in the SEC, Texas.
So you're saying Wisconsin
open right now.
So you're saying Wisconsin won't win the Big Ten?
No, they're not going to win the Big Ten. No,
neither is Luke Fickell might have figured it out.
No, let's not do that. Let's not. No.
I mean, with SEC, you can make a case for Texas, LSU, Georgia.
And Georgia did not look good.
Georgia's not going to do anything. I think they're overrated and they're going to get exposed pretty soon.
Yeah.
And I was saying the other day, I mean, I didn't get to watch the game, so I didn't see all the details, but based on the score, LSU struggled against Louisiana Tech offensively. So, there was all this talk about them being national championship contenders and all these other things. Well, they've got to prove it in some big games coming up because Louisiana Tech made that a game.
Yeah, they did.
The score flattered LSU at the end, I think. So they've got to show better balance between offense and defense because right now they're looking like a much better defensive team than an offensive team.
And we're going to talk about this on Thursday, right? The scores and everything. But I could see Georgia losing to Tennessee Saturday.
Mm-hmm. By the way, did you guys see the Tennessee social media saying no refunds? Talking about Iamaleava and the quarterback.
Oh, that's so petty, and I love it.
That was so good.
So petty, and I loved every minute of it. That was so good.
It was, but they're like no refunds.
Anyways,
say less.
LSU. I think the biggest enemy of LSU is their head coach. He can get in the way.
Well, the way Clemson played this past weekend, it makes the LSU win look less impressive too.
True story. Yeah, you're right.
Listen, I'll still take the wins.
Clemson.
I'll be shameless. I'll take the wins however they come.
No, of
just
course
like you
would.
do against Troy, right? Just like you do against Troy, right? I mean, a win.
He's trying to value Troy is what he's doing.
I'm trying to woe is me, our team. We're horrible. We're sorry.
No, you're not. You definitely struggled. You should have not been struggling the way you did against Troy. And again, Troy's a great program.
Yeah, they are.
But if you're
Troy's always been a good program, and they're tough.
Yeah.
Shameful.
But if you're supposed to be this program that you're supposed to be going and taking the next step and to be considered one of the top tier clubs, you cannot afford to struggle the way you did against Troy. You cannot do that.
And when you got a head coach that basically gets to tell the committee where he wants to play, I mean, you should be doing better than that.
Agreed.
Well, guys, remember, we will see if Clemson is a good team or not because they're at Georgia Tech next.
I feel like that's a trap game.
It is. I don't feel good about this game anyway. So I don't know. Either we're going to go down there and we're going to blow them out and surprise everybody, including me, or we're going to go down there and get our ass beaten. I don't know which one it is yet.
Well, the thing about Georgia Tech is, while they're not I don't call them a great football team. They're very difficult to beat.
Yeah, they're that annoying team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're going to give you a football game. Like it's just being coached by a linebacker, I think is going to, they all got,
their
they
new
all,
coach,
like,
he's changed the
key.
culture there.
Good.
He has changed the culture there, and that's what makes me nervous because before it was, the triple option, and you could either figure out how to beat it or not, but that was all they had. And now it's like no, they're playing real football, and he's a pretty good coach.
Wasn't that Paul Johnson that brought it from Southern to Tech, and then he took it to Navy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Patrick, how are you feeling about Florida?
About what?
Florida.
Oh, about the LSU Florida game coming up?
Yes.
Well, I think that LSU needs to be careful because I think the Gators are going to be PO'd that they were embarrassed by South Florida. No disrespect to South Florida, they deserve to win it, and they're a good football team. But after that embarrassment, I think they're going to show up to play against LSU. I still feel confident we can win, but if
y'all lose this game,
well, we lost to Florida
last year.
So, well, we lost to Florida last year. So, I mean, and when you get into SEC football or when you get into conference play, anything can happen. So I'll put it this way: the boys better not be going in overconfident against a bruised Florida team because they could turn up with a surprise. And so I still feel confident we can win, but they better not take them lightly. But I'm concerned on the offensive side of the football. Like Nussmeier has not quite put it together with his receivers yet. So I think there's the ability to, but it's looked disjointed in the first couple of games.
Eric, any thoughts on the games from last week?
Yeah, unfortunately, KU lost to Missouri. Pretty good football game overall, both high-scoring offenses, but Missouri went 4 for 5 on fourth down, including 2 touchdowns on fourth down. Both times the receiver was wide open. One was like a 30 or 40-yard, just right down the seam or right down the sideline, and the other dude went crossing and just untouched from like 7 yards out. And it's like if they could have made 1 or 2 of those stops on fourth down, could have won. They were down late, 3 minutes left, and they decided to punt, which is a stupid decision. They should have gone for it because they never got the ball back. And so now they were on their own side of the field, but in that instance, you just got to go for it. So offense looked pretty good. Missouri's up to 25th, I think, in the polls this week. So obviously they're a good team, and they have been pretty good. KU had pretty good offensive day, but I did not care for their defense that much. They got to clean that up and clean up some other kind of dumb mistakes and everything. So they are off this week, and then they have a stretch of 3 Big 12 games that they could potentially win. So I'd be curious to see how this goes because last year was supposed to be a big year and they fell apart. So kind of curious to see how the rest of the season goes. Notre Dame was off this week, this past weekend. So I'm pretty nervous about this weekend's game. So I know it's still early in the season, but this one's very, very big. They got to win this one. Otherwise, the season is all but over at that point.
Who they playing?
A&M.
Ooh.
At home. It's at home, though. So Lions, last I saw, 7. Notre Dame up 7. I saw at one point maybe somebody mentioned 10, which there's no way that's going to be a Notre Dame by 10. But, I mean, at this point, I don't care. We're not trying to do
6.5 right now.
It's not BCS. We don't need to impress anybody. We just need to win. So as long as we can get the win, but being the first home game, again, CJ Carr still, this will only be his second ever. He looked, decent at times, especially late in the fourth quarter against Miami on the road, came back and tied the game. I was very, very displeased in that Miami game where they did not give the ball to Love at all in the backfield or Jadarian Price, either running back. Jaden Greathouse had a monster game in the national championship game. didn't get him the ball. I don't think he had a single touch. So they got to get their playmakers the ball more. Obviously, with the new quarterback, he'll have to figure that out. But they need to clean things up, and we'll obviously probably talk about that game more on Thursday. But that was the KU game was the main one that I'd watched. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I mentioned it earlier. K-State losing to Army was quite a shocker, but I mean, that's last year. Florida State went to Ireland and they ended up going 2-10 on the year. So everybody's like, well, it must be the curse of Ireland. You lose there and you come back and just have a train wreck of a season. So I'm really shocked so far because they should have lost that FCS game. I forgot who they played the week before. Could have lost that game. So they very well could be 0-3. So yeah, WSU, they won. Been undefeated since '89. So that's good to see.
I just saw the ESPN line.
How did you go for the Shockers?
6.5 right now for Notre Dame.
Okay. So, I mean, obviously A&M's 2-0, but they haven't looked tremendous yet.
True.
And being in South Bend.
Also, it is A&M as well.
So, yeah, got to win that because if we start 0-2, but if we can win that, be 1-1 going in, you know, I think it looks a lot better. So this is a big game early on in the season for Notre Dame.
Nice tea cup up for my tea. Virgil. You're welcome, buddy.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, but the Buffalo Kent State spread is stupid.
Take a look at those.
Buffalo is favored at home away against Kent State 22.5.
That sounds like a good spread game to pick.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because the over under on total on this one is 48.5. But my God, 22.5? There's no way. Yes, they may lose. Kent State might lose, but I think they're going to cover on that one.
We'll see how you feel about that when we get closer.
Oh, well, let's talk about that later.
Yeah. Trying to see, was there any other things to mention? South Florida played Miami. South Florida's been on a brutal stretch so far. They had Boise State, Florida, and now Miami. And they've already won 2 of those. They were probably hoping to split, the Florida-Miami one. So do you think that will they have the magic to continue and beat Miami? Probably not. But they have a Grammatica as a kicker. So who knows what's going to happen?
I was just going to say, yeah, I don't know. Miami's actually looking kind of decent.
Just don't celebrate if you kick a successful field goal. That's all I would say.
Bro, how is he a son?
So I never actually looked up who it was.
He's Martin Grammatica's son.
Martin
Grammatica's son.
I was going to say, there's no way it's a brother because they're way, way older.
No. He's not a brother. No.
Yeah, his dad was Martin that was with the Bucks, and I don't even know who else he kicked for, but Buccaneers, I know.
He went. So you said that he's at USF?
Yes.
Because Martin went to K-State, which that's kind of surprising. I mean, I know they don't always follow in their father's footsteps, but I'm surprised. I mean, I guess Big 12. Or no,
well, he probably grew
American.
up in Florida, though. He's probably grown up in Florida. I bet they still live in the Tampa area.
I was thinking UCF, USF is American.
Yeah, his hometown is Tampa. So I mean, he's just right there.
Oh, I can't wait. So many good games.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into picking. We have 2 games to pick.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and pull up the list. So we have 1 NFL game, 1 college game. We were going to start with the college game first. That is NC State versus Wake Forest.
At Wake Forest.
NC State is a 7.5 favorite. Over under is 51.5, and NCSU is a 74.2% on the predictor. Now, North Carolina State did kind of struggle against Virginia. They had to beat them on a last-minute touchdown and interception to win that game. So, not really sold on them yet. I really don't know who Wake Forest has played. I'm going to look that up while you guys decide on this.
I like NC State still for this one. They should be able. I mean, they'll squeak by, but I think they're going to win and stay undefeated in ACC play. I think they'll handle Wake Forest. Don't get me wrong, Wake Forest is a good program, but I think NC State's just a hair better than Wake Forest.
So Wake Forest played Kennesaw State on the first game and won by 1 point.
Yep,
And then Western Carolina 42-10.
Ouch.
That's all right. I still got NC State.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Give me NC State as well. I think just the program is a little better right now. I think they go into Wake Forest and get a win. Okay. This is probably going to be a low-scoring game, I think, too.
Yeah, I feel like the under is probably going to win this one.
Patrick, they're not going to get 51.5.
No, Patrick or Eric?
Give me NC State.
Go Wolfpack.
Yeah, that's a sweep for NC State. I can't. That Kennesaw State game for Wake Forest is like a huge red flag. I can't trust them on that. Okay, and then the NFL game, which is infinitely better here. Commanders versus Packers. Packers are a 3.5 favorite, over under 48.5. And the predictor has Green Bay at 59.2%.
Where is this game at?
Green Bay.
Ooh. Back-to-back games at Green Bay? Or is this Green Bay's first game at
No, it's Detroit was at home as well. So
that's what, okay.
Yeah, back-to-back, which is kind of surprising that we've had two games to start.
Let me double check.
Usually it's like if they're home,
it is. It's in Green Bay. Yeah.
Okay.
Because usually if they're home on week 1, week 2 they'll be on the road, so that way the other team can have their home opener.
It's so weird though, playing the Thursday so early, like Sunday after week 1, playing Thursday. Then we, don't play till the following Sunday, so have like a mini bye, play week 4, and then our normal bye week's week 5. It's early this year, so we have like a mini bye going Thursday, the following Sunday, and then having the bye in week 5.
And I'm with you, Jolly. Caleb Willing is overrated. It's overhyped. He's been overhyped since last year.
Since last year? Since he got into college.
True story. You're right. I like Green Bay in this one. I know we might give them the kiss of death if we all pick Green Bay, but I like their defense, and that's Micah Parsons another full week on with this defense. You actually might know what's going on. They might just pull this one out. I mean, they dominated a good defensive Lions team too. So I mean, I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
Donnie.
I'm like Ed. I am really torn between who to pick, because I think Green Bay, because they're at home, I want to give them the advantage. But man, I love the Commanders. They've really got a solid team right now. I just don't know if they can go into Lambeau. I'm going to pick the Commanders. I think it's a thin margin, but just so everybody doesn't pick Green Bay, because I think the rest of you guys might. I'm going to stick with the Commanders.
It's his MO, Eric. It's his MO.
What you hear from Eric is a big sigh of relief.
And it's also laughing at Donnie going, "Oh, Green Bay, they're going to win it.
I really like Green Bay, and I like them at home. I just don't know if they're going to show up 2 weeks in a row. And the Commanders that's a tough second game in a row. I'm not going to be surprised if Green Bay wins the game, but for the sake of the picks, I'm just going to go with Commanders.
Patrick.
Well, the Commanders have an unbelievable offense with Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, and Debo Samuel, and they just, they have a chance to put up some points. But I can't go against that Packers team. They just have so much. They have so much talent. Go Pack, go!
Okay.
I see what you did there. I get it. You just pulled a Donnie. You try to pull a Donnie. I get that.
And real quick, Debo's debut with Washington was a lot more solid than I thought it was going to be.
Seems to be a good
McLaurin
connection.
didn't do anything.
You what?
True.
McLaurin didn't do anything.
No, McLaurin and Jameson Williams were celebrating their deals, and they just forgot to actually play football.
It happens to the best of us. Eric,
They had to count their money first.
who are you picking?
Well, you know about
between
that.
The Washington Commanders and your hat.
Just my hat. Yeah, I mean, everything everybody said, I agree. Washington's a really good team. I feel like if it was in Washington, I think it'd be a lot harder to win there. I don't want to jump too high too soon because it was one game, but it was against everybody's saying, are the Lions going to be back to the Lions of how they were now that they don't have those two coordinators anymore? Are they going to go back to the terrible Lions? Hard to see. They were pretty convincing, though, in that first game and being at home. We'll see.
Didn't you pick the Lions last week?
Yeah, because I didn't know what to expect from Green Bay and Jordan Love coming into his third season because he, again, got him into the playoffs last year, but really wasn't super impressive for the most part. They rode Josh Jacobs a lot. He had quite a few touchdowns. He's now extended the franchise streak to 9 straight games of scoring a touchdown from last year into week 1 this year. But yeah, go ahead and give me the Pack. Go Pack, go.
So I was going to give all the reasons why I was going to pick the Commanders for this game. But then Donnie picked them. So give me Green Bay.
I'm just like,
So if I picked Green Bay, would you have picked the Commanders?
Yes.
You want to switch picks?
Oh
No.
my gosh, Patrick Jr., don't do this again.
Do it.
I know. I agree with you guys saying, I could see it going either way. I think this is a good early season matchup. I wouldn't mind seeing it again later in the season.
Yeah.
I kind of hate that it's so early. Both teams got a game in, so they're a little bit, but I want to see, you're 2-3 months into the season, teams are clicking at that point for the most part. I'd be curious to see if matchup later in the season. It could happen if both teams get to the playoffs. So looking forward to it. Going to be not paying attention as always on the show on Thursday. I'll be watching that game. So,
we know.
Yeah,
Well,
just making sure you're aware.
I mean, the NFL is actually giving us a really good Thursday night game too, because a lot of times the Thursday night games are like
Have
what's
been
this?
duds.
Yes, I think this is going to be one of the best games of the weekend.
Yeah, basically Thursday's show will be commentary of the game, and I'll be 2 hours behind.
I cannot wait for that.
Virgil, did you see that?
I'll be at the
I'll
Fireflies
see it
game.
No, I
tomorrow.
did not. Wait. There it is.
Hey,
By the way,
it's like already on
Virgil.
Thursday show.
Virgil,
Oh no. Yes.
can you look and see what the Fireflies did tonight? Since I'm on my phone, I can't check it.
1 minute.
They lost.
They did, or are you just saying that?
I'm just saying that.
Okay.
They won 4-1.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they win Thursday night, they win the South and play for the championship next week. So, all right, cool.
Is Thursday night at home, or is that?
Yes, game
What
2 and
week?
3, Thursday night and Friday night are at home in Columbia. So if they win Thursday night, they move on. If they lose, they have to play Friday.
So that means you're doing
Are
the
you
show
going Thursday?
from on location?
I will be at the game on Thursday, and if there's a game on Friday, I will be there too. I've already purchased playoff tickets for every game ahead of time. As far as they go, I
Wow.
got tickets.
He doesn't get a
Well, you know,
refund either.
guys.
He's like, I'm just giving you my money. Just keep it. It'll go to
No.
a good cause.
what they do is any games that they don't play, that money is forwarded towards your season tickets next year.
Yeah,
What
that's
if you
what they tell you. But
Yeah, I
you
was
don't
gonna
have
say,
season
what if
tickets.
you don't have to go next year?
What if you sold your season tickets? Like, what if you didn't renew?
I guess it's a credit until I get more tickets. I don't know, or they keep my money.
You know,
But I'm
he
getting
doesn't
tickets
have to
next
worry
year.
about that.
Yeah, he's not concerned about that money.
No. We all know that.
No.
It's
I
play
mean,
money.
just take a look at that house.
It's monopoly money.
I mean,
Oh,
the
also-
man's putting Arthur Blank's bills, so you know.
A game I forgot to talk about, Ed, since we love the MAC so much, Ohio beat West Virginia.
I told you.
I know. I'm so glad I picked that one. And they're going to roll in and take the momentum against, let me see who they're playing. Oh, Ohio State.
They're not going to win that one. I'm not picking that.
If they do, that'll certainly be a talking point for next week's show.
However, there's another MAC game, another MAC team that's going against a Big Ten team that I might just pick the MAC school.
Oh, let me see it is. I want to see if I can figure out which. Well, there's probably only one doing it.
Let me know if you can figure that one out.
Okay, so I see. Okay, there's only one answer it could be.
Okay, what is it?
It's got to be UMass Iowa.
No.
You're gonna pick what? Okay, you're gonna pick Central Michigan over Michigan.
Michigan has looked like shit.
Oh, Central though. I don't know, man.
Bro, Michigan lost to Oklahoma 24-13. They only beat New Mexico, who, by the way, New Mexico looked like shit. 34-17.
Ed has picked his hill that he's going to die on.
Yes, sir. Just so I can stick it to Deadport, no way. So I'm going with that all day, every day. Although Iowa could be, you know what I mean?
See, I don't know. When I first saw that, I was thinking UMass Iowa, but that I can't even pick that one. Okay, but yeah, I will put that game for picking to see if you stick to your words.
Okay. I'm a MAC guy all day, every day, baby.
By the way, Eastern Michigan, Kentucky is the interesting one to me in that batch. But
that sounds like a saucy one right there.
Yeah.
Kentucky's already beaten a better MAC team, in my opinion, in Toledo. So
yeah, but barely.
So what you're saying is Kentucky has scheduled 2 MAC games in their non-conference? Wow.
I mean, they were. It's like they have a schedule where it's like, see, we don't schedule FCS teams, we schedule 2 MAC teams instead. But they play Tennessee Tech like in November, so that kind of blew that out of the water.
Yeah.
Well, that is all that I have. Unless there's any loose ends we need to clear up, I think
I'm very excited.
This is it.
I'm very excited about NFL and college football. Ooh, baby.
I'm just excited to get Fancy Week 2 going. Like it was a rush for me doing it for Week 1. I enjoyed that.
I could see this being like something for you to dig into as much as you like the stats and the numbers and.
Well, yeah, I can see how you guys get into this now. Like I can see how you guys are hooked.
Right.
Just now that you get your feet wet, maybe next season I could find a spot for you in the other league where you have to pick individual defensive players as well.
Woo!
The team defenses.
Hold on a second. You're going to pick him, and you're not going to pick any of us to play in that league? God damn.
It's that draft that takes 7 months.
So I asked about it, and he told me I didn't have enough money to get into that league. So,
I mean, damn, that's insulting as shit.
Well, I've already been asked.
Well, I mean, I offered, and then you said, wrong bracket, son. So I was like, man, okay.
I've already been asked to join college fantasy college football next time. I know that can be very, very.
Ooh, that is tough.
Eric's already shaking his head no to that.
I don't even know if I could handle that.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I love baseball, but I don't know if I can even do fantasy baseball.
Nope. I did it one time in college and never again.
Never again. I cannot.
I tried it one season. It is way too much to keep up with. Hockey's bad enough. Sellers got me in hockey last year, and I had fun. But that's a lot of keeping up.
I'm not joining again.
You got to change your lineup like on a daily basis.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't. This is why fantasy football is so much better, because it's weekly. You get it done and get it over with, and then you move on. You know, and biggest, I don't know. I think Texas joining the SEC might be better for the SEC at this point, because Alabama sucks right now. There's not a lot of teams that are good right now for the SEC, and Texas is keeping them afloat.
Bama said they're back. Excuse me. They said they're back.
Yeah, okay.
Speaking of Texas, I know we talked about lackluster performances by Georgia against Austin Peay and LSU. While the score line's a little larger compared to those two games, I was not impressed with Texas against San Jose State. I was watching some of that on the quad screen.
Texas thinks they're better than they are, and they always have. So, yeah, them joining the SEC doesn't.
They've always been like that.
Dominant. They weren't dominant in the Big 12 as much as they wanted to be. The only thing Texas has more than anybody is money.
They were pretty good in the playoff game last year, opening round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in.
Did Chelsea score?
No, the Blue Jays.
I was going to say the same thing.
The Blue Jays tied it in the 9th against the Astros.
Nice.
IKF,
Hell
baby.
yeah. That's what I want to
Telling
hear.
you, this team doesn't give up.
Oh, look at me. My team has an Astros problem.
There you go.
Oh,
Dang!
Get him, Virgil.
That's some high cheat. He just threw a heater right under your chin there.
And I do nothing but praise Virgil, and he just comes with hate at me.
I'm sorry. I just always wanted to do that just once.
Virgil, good on you, buddy.
That was
good
high
on you.
and tight right there, right there.
I mean, I got to tell you, the timing was perfect.
Thank you.
I cannot.
I'm crying inside.
Big. I am all about chaos right now. I just want to see chaos in college football. I want to see chaos in the NFL. I just want to see chaos everywhere. Just why? Because it makes it for some good discussions.
There's some group of 5 teams right now that I'm keeping my eye on. Now the problem is some of them will cannibalize each other eventually.
Yeah,
but like Tulane, like South Florida, for example, like, you know, I thought that Boise State game was okay. Boise State's maybe a downturn. Nah, that team's for real.
Boise?
No, USF.
USF?
Yeah.
The Bulls?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping, because, man, I want to see something good out of another team other than Miami, Florida State. Although also Florida State.
Listen, if South Florida,
dangerous.
I'll do this. If South Florida beats Miami, and if they have like a 59-50 hat, I'll get a South Florida 59-50.
You need to just slow down, okay?
I know, right?
You don't need a USF 59-50.
I don't. I don't think they even sell one, so I think I've made a safe bet.
No, they sell it, but
you may have to drive to Tampa to get one.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Well, that ain't happening. No, I don't need one. That's for sure.
I'm your accountability partner here, and I say no.
Yes, you are.
I agree with Ed on this.
No, I definitely don't need one.
I'll find it online and text it to you later.
How hilarious! Shut up.
Well, you always spend my money anyway.
I'm not your accountability partner.
Yeah, you're the one spending the money.
Dude, if Miles Straw wins it for you guys, how hilarious would that be?
Well, I was hoping it was going to be Springer with the sack fly, but
yeah, but he struck out with a ball right down the middle.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
If I don't know,
hey, he struck out. Jeez,
thank you for that. Yeah, well, this is the last straw anyway, right? So,
Strike. Look at this. Look at
you what?
Eric. Are you watching a minor league game?
Yeah, so Wichita just won against Corpus, so We split last week with Tulsa, so we're 2 games back. Wichita just won, and Tulsa's down 1-0, top 8 against Arkansas. And if Tulsa loses, we'll be 1 game back with 5 to go.
Oh.
And we won the head-to-head. It was tied going into Sunday, and we were up by 6, blew a 6-run lead, but first pitch, bottom of the 9th, hit a walk-off home run. So we took it's called the Propeller Series against Tulsa, since they're our closest rival. And so we won this head-to-head series by 1. So we need to either tie or be a game ahead and finish in second in the division, and we'll make the playoffs. So it's going to be close, but I'm watching, since we won, now I'm watching Arkansas, Tulsa.
Oh, man. Extra innings, Patrick.
Again.
Oh, at least you got there.
Let me ask you this. Speaking of, like, you said the Propeller Series and all that. Like, in college football, obviously we have a lot of, like, trophies, right? And I love those. I absolutely love them. Like, you got the wagon wheel. You got the, what's the one? The spittoon with Minnesota and Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's, like, is the one that you...
Paul
is
Bunyan's
like
axe?
the pun bunch? Oh, the axe? Like, what is one of your favorites out of all those, like, rivalry trophies?
The Jewel... sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the Jewel Shillelagh between USC Notre Dame.
UAB versus Memphis, the Battle of the Bones.
Battle of the what?
The Bones. It is a... Let me pull this up. Awards a 94-pound bronze rack of ribs trophy to the winner.
That's a good thing.
Ooh. I like that one. God, what was the North Dakota, South Dakota one? The Battle of the Marker. It literally is like a highway marker. That's what they the Dakota marker. That's what they go against. That's awesome. I love that one.
I don't think they are allowed to call it that anymore, but don't they have they had the world's largest outdoor cocktail party or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I think that one's still named. The one that's gone was the clean old fashioned hate between Georgia and Georgia Tech. But if we're gonna go off the best names, Montana State Brawl of the Wild.
That's a good one. Brawl of the Wild, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Isn't Oregon State the Civil War?
Yep.
Yes.
KU Missouri is the border showdown.
What's the Red River rivalry?
It's not that. It's the border war. That's what it's called.
Yeah, since we're on either side of the Kansas-Missouri border.
The Red River rivalry?
KUK State plays the Sunflower Showdown.
Akron, Kent State, Wagon Wheel. They play for the Wagon Wheel. Who's the one that plays for the Pig?
Is that Minnesota? No, it's not Minnesota, Michigan.
No.
And then somebody has a barrel. I don't remember that.
Is it Iowa, Minnesota?
The Oak Barrel or something like that.
I mean, there's so many good ones.
The Old Oak and Bucket, you mean?
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, the Floyd of Rosedale is Iowa Hawkeyes and Minnesota Golden Gophers. That's the
Minnesota has a lot of one of those trophies that they play.
I feel like every Big Ten game has a trophy at this point.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, Carolina Clemson's like the Palmetto Trophy or something like that, which is it's a cool looking trophy, but it's not.
It's not something like yeah, right.
It's not iconic.
Yeah. The Old Oak and Bucket is Purdue in Indiana.
Okay. I always liked that one. I thought that was cool.
One of the underrated trophies, LSU, Arkansas, Battle of the Boot.
Patrick.
What?
What a blunder by Altuve.
Altuve? Yeah.
He ran right into that out. So they're in extra innings, right? And Altuve's at second, but he's a ghost runner. So who's the one that just got the force?
You talking about
Anyways,
Vlad?
got the force. Well,
Barger?
Vlad, instead of going to first base, he
Barger.
threw straight to third base
Right.
and got
Right.
Altuve out. That is so
Yep.
smart, so good.
Yeah. When Vlad's got his head in the game, he's a good defender.
Yeah, he is. And now Taylor Trammell is a first base trying to steal second.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just what version of Jeff Hoffman are we going to get? You know,
Good luck.
it depends on what his command is for the game.
Anyways, I wanted to ask that question just because I like the trophies. Those are always been fun. You know, like watching those, like, and then you see them. Oh,
Doggone
he
it.
was close. Sorry, I'm watching this game. I'm invested in this game now because I just want to see Houston lose. Eric,
While you're watching that, Jolly Gango said he thinks Georgia's defense is beatable by any top 10 offense. I agree with that.
Oh yeah, so do I. We've been
I
talking
agree
about
with
that,
you.
right?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we-
we'll find out this week.
Definitely.
I think they're. I don't think they're a legit.
No,
Contender.
I think once they get into the SEC schedule, they're gonna get thumped by a few teams this year.
Is that game in Athens or Knoxville?
Atlanta.
Or is it actually be playing in is it going to be
The
played
Georgia
in Atlanta?
Tech game?
No,
Yeah.
Georgia,
No.
Tennessee.
Georgia, Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
So it's in Knoxville? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But it's a look-ahead game for Tennessee because their next opponent after that is UAB.
oof.
Mm.
It's in Knoxville, so that should be interesting. Penn State, Villanova. Don't sleep on Villanova.
If it was basketball,
Villanova. God.
it was basketball.
Villanova?
Villanova.
Mindanova.
Villanova.
Millions?
Villanova.
Villains? Villanova.
Come on.
Yeah, if it was basketball,
There
that would
we
be
go.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure Villanueva is going to do really good in that.
Hmm?
I'm sure Villanueva is going to do really good in that.
Villanova.
Charlie Villanueva?
Yep.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Eric, you still with us? You hanging in there, buddy?
Nope. They lost.
Tulsa must have won.
Tulsa won.
No, but they just tied it up. Arkansas had bases loaded, 1 out, and struck out back to back, and then first pitch swinging in the bottom of the 8th. They just tied it.
So stupid.
Put the ball in the outfield and score a run. It's not that hard.
Apparently it is.
Let's see how the Trash Pandas are doing.
They're like 44 and 89 or something.
Oh yeah, I'm very well aware.
Well aware.
So they'll be the
Well aware.
division winners.
Only in my heart.
All right, here we go. Here we go, Patrick. Here we go, baby.
Good job. Good job, Hoff. Good job, Vlad.
I was just gonna say, good job. Alabama's dynasty is weakening, and there shouldn't be any hype. Big. There should not be any hype with Alabama. Alabama's not good, and I feel bad for their head coach.
They overhyped themselves, saying they were back after blasting a team that they should blast anyway.
I was just gonna say, it's like, dude, really? We're doing that? This is what we're doing?
Donnie, I think it's wasn't that you said? Wasn't it you that said it yesterday? That's really sad that they're going all over social media, like bragging about being a team that they should be beating.
Exactly.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah,
and then Virgil defends them by saying, "Well, actually, in the past, they beat Louisiana Monroe beat them."
This ain't the past. This is the now.
I didn't like you did the finger thing because I do that sometimes as a joke. Then that's like I felt seen in that. I didn't like to be seen there.
Actually.
Wait a minute.
By the way,
I need to point out that
they're playing Wisconsin next, so I don't expect anything from that.
Listen, if Wisconsin
Hey,
wins that
Jolly,
game, I'm gonna
100% there with you. Who doesn't like Sandlot movies?
There was nothing controversial.
That
about
was super
film.
controversial.
No, there wasn't. That was
Yeah,
perfectly
sure
fine.
was.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah.
Eric, what do you think of the Sandlot movie?
Monday Night Virgil is great.
It's a great movie.
Thank you.
Yeah, he takes no prisoners.
I don't think I was gonna say that just Sandlot is a bad movie. You watch your fucking mind.
I'm still staying with it. Sorry.
Stay with it. I mean, you're wrong. You can stay with it all you want.
I'm not the only person
Donnie,
in our friend group that has this opinion. Just remember that.
Donnie, can
Nobody
you spend
cares about his
some
opinion.
more of that obscenely expensive popcorn, please?
Thanks.
I'll overnight it.
Thank you.
I like a good mix of popcorn, by the way. You got to mix them up.
Yeah. Listen. He doesn't mess with the Orville Redenbacher. He gets Garrett's or something like that.
Little cheese popcorn, and what's the other one's caramel.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't go wrong with Garrett's. That's some legit popcorn right there.
That is some good popcorn, though. I mean, you got to admit, though,
It is good. It is good popcorn. That's why I said. I know you don't mess with that or with that pop secret stuff. You go straight for the Garrett's.
Is that Vladi?
It is.
Whoa! Time out. No, that's slander. I did not say Master of Disguise was a good movie. I said Chairman of the Board was a good movie.
So since we're doing hot
Master
takes,
of
let's just
Disguise.
say that popcorn is mid.
What?
The fuck?
Okay, that was kind of funny timing from you too. You know what? I kind of.
Yeah, you better chill out. You're on thin ice already with the bad take on the Sandlot, and you want to say that popcorn is mid?
I'm not gonna say it's bad.
I'll tell you one thing. As far as popcorn goes at sporting events, the Charlotte Checkers have the best popcorn.
Oh my God, he was safe.
I would never eat popcorn at a baseball game. But if you
at a baseball game,
if you want to, and I don't really do peanuts either unless it's Donnie's nuts, but
oh God,
if you want to send me some good version of whatever popcorn to try to convince me otherwise, Donnie, you know my address.
Oh, he's just trying to get free shit. I know what he's trying to do.
And,
Next week is gonna go. I don't really like beer. If you guys send me some beer that I may like, I may change my opinion.
Hey, he brought me a lot. I'm still trying to get through all that.
oh my God, let's see.
I still got to get through the ones you gave me too.
We're just gonna glaze over the whole unless it's Donnie's nuts, right? We're just gonna glaze over that. Got it. Okay.
If you want to glaze them, sure. I mean that.
Oh
Well, I was
my
gonna
God.
say, you said, yeah. I was just about
They're
to
good.
say.
They are good. They're some good. Everybody says so. Just salty enough, but not too salty. Just soft enough, not too soft, not too hard. They're good.
Man, I'm enjoying this Blue Jays game.
All we need is a pop-up. That's all you need, baby.
So, Ed, what do you have going on this week? You're finally back.
I am finally
you're
back.
now.
I'm finally back with 5 questions with Paul Caputo of Baseball by Design. I had a lot of fun with that one.
Five questions, huh?
Yeah. What's wrong? Eric, what did you're the first one to point it out with the new intro and outro?
But your outro was different than your intro.
There were both different songs. Correct.
I kind of dig the outro.
So reggaeton for you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Eric, have you been on 5 questions yet?
I mean, no, because it's been Donnie, Virgil, Kelly, Paul, right?
Yeah, correct. That's it.
So,
Yeah.
no.
You're on the list.
Me neither.
You're on the list.
Yeah.
Eric is on the list. Patrick is not.
No, Patrick's on the list. You told me, but he just keeps getting bumped down.
Well, wait, actually, you know what? Here's the thing. How many Cleveland quarterbacks has there been?
Huh?
40.
How many Cleveland quarterbacks has Cleveland
About
had?
45 at this point or so.
You are at the very least you're at the 46, number 46.
There you are. See, you're on the list.
Doggone it, Dalton.
I don't know. After my Sandlot comment, he may delete my episode.
I might just delete it altogether out of existence. Invite you back? Nope, not happening.
Doggone it.
You're telling me you wouldn't want on your show a fiery debate where you're yelling at me about Sandlot. I feel like that would be like
that would be a good one. Oh, we'll do. Big name coaches matter more than player talent. Ooh, that's a hot take.
Is he talking college? Because that's not true. Not anymore.
Jesus,
Oh, he says watch the clip. Oh,
Yeah,
we got
there's
two
a
things
clip
going
there.
on.
I can't watch it right
Okay.
now, but what is up with major leaguers not able to bunt?
Bro, I don't even know that
listen.
they even teach them in the minors.
Unreal.
Listen,
People
I'm gonna
cannot-
borrow a popular quote from a guy here and say that was terrible.
That was a horrible bunt attempt, dude. Jeez.
They don't even try it. I don't
terrible.
know. I've seen probably less than 3 bunts in the minors this year.
So I have seen a lot of kids wearing shirts that are saying stuff like bunting's for wimps and chumps, and I'm like, nah.
Nah. When I grew up back in my day,
Okay.
Okay.
Back in the
When baseball
30s.
was
Got it. Okay,
invented.
go
No,
ahead.
y'all-
Continue.
I won't say it, but do
1830s,
y'all remember?
by the way.
Yeah, I mean, when y'all, those of you that play ball, but even were around it, you remember going in like batting practice. The first 2 pitches were always lay down 2 bunts before you can swing the bat.
Yep.
Coaches always preach that, and they don't anymore.
Was
I
that
mean,
with the
people
bat or
used
a
to play
stick?
pepper on the side. I mean, that was always a thing, is to play pepper on the side just to practice, catching the ball with the bat.
And you know how
Donnie-
bad it is
Yeah.
that
Donnie, go ahead.
I can't, like in Sandlot baseball for our league, we're not allowed to bunt.
I don't. Well, I mean, I can get that.
I mean, we're all pretty old and you got some injuries and we might just die.
Y'all would be stretching some hamstrings and some groins. with
There
a
it
heartbeat.
is. There it is, baby. Houston lost. Man, someone just said shit.
No, I was watching the clip, and it's basically you telling me I'm on thin ice, like when I got you mad again. So,
Oh God.
I forgot on Twitch you can
You can clip it.
listeners can clip certain bits they find funny.
Oh my God, I miss it.
But yeah, the whole lack of bunting thing is just like I don't understand it.
Popcorn is mid.
That's just why the popcorn is mid.
Okay, that was kind of funny timing from you too. You know what? I kind of
You better chill out. You're on thin ice already with the take on the satellite, and you want to say that popcorn is mid?
I'm not going to say it's bad. See, I like that the first clip we have has to be you disparaging me. Like, I guess it has to be that.
Oh, thanks,
Are you watching
biggest.
the live? Are you watching the live? And did you rewind?
You have to go in there to grab the clip because it's on the
If you want
chat.
to if you want to clip something, I think it makes either the whole show available or enough like around the area you want to clip.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you can put that on there.
Too bad that I got a Mac, right? But I was trying to go live on TikTok, but we can't because we don't have access on Mac yet. There's no software for that. It's only on a Windows software, so which is bullshit. TikTok. But anyways, yeah.
Eric, what do you have on
Yeah.
on EFA?
Tomorrow, Johnny and I, part 2, Donnie and Rhonda go to Graceland.
Graceland?
Hall, Elvis
Graceland,
Presley talk,
Graceland.
and then their final day in Wichita. So we talk about Elvis and their final day that Sunday in Wichita.
Oh, so they
tune
talk
in
some
tomorrow.
old folk shit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tune in tomorrow. Earn Fun Average, Johnny and I.
Like I said, I'm back finally. Felt good to be back though, but it also felt good to take a break from podcasting. It felt really good. And then on Sunday, I was like, oh shit, I gotta go edit. I'll be right back. You know what I mean? I forgot all about it. So, but it felt good. It felt good to bring the podcast back. If you are interested in coming on the podcast and answering 5 simple questions on how you became a fan of the sport, okay, make sure anyone but Patrick, make sure you send me a DM so that way we can talk about it because I would love to have you on the podcast. Okay, and then Patrick, 45.
Oh, look, your
46.
biggest fan.
I'm telling you, Jolly, if you want to come on, let's do it. Jolly, Big as well, Big as Bird, all of you. I will. You guys have an invite. Patrick, you're still waiting. So just wanted to put that out there.
I figured as much.
He's saving you for episode 100.
100 close than ever. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I was gonna say that's gonna be going as far as that other. What's the name of that? Eric, help me out here. What's the name of that other baseball podcast that made it so far that?
Still waiting.
I don't know. He's not going to help me out on it.
He is not.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
He's aligned with you, so he's not gonna help me with that one.
Nope. Not gonna do it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. We will be back on Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to be making some wonderful picks on college football and NFL. So stay tuned. What is the producer going to pick as far as the games for us to pick? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. So we will see you guys again Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Later, guys.